What's up, everybody? You are very welcome along to today's Watchalong. Leicester City take on Manchester City in another must-win Premier League game for both sides. Look, it's difficult to say if it's a top 4 race, if it's a top 5 race, but what we do know is this is an important game. With the result earlier on, Chelsea beating Spurs, that leaves Manchester United within touching distance of the top 4. So again, today's game is massively important in the race for those European places. Welcome along to everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm looking forward to this game. The team news is in. I'll go through that really soon as well. Hello Garrett. Hello Liverpool. Anfield Agenda over on Hot Mic. Welcome. Great to have you guys in with us. We are, I'm buzzing for this one, ladies and gentlemen. How do Pixel_NME? How are you, my friend? Welcome. Great to have you with us. Really looking forward to today's game. How are we all feeling? Are we excited? Are we happy? Are we looking forward to it? I know I am. Right, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts on the score prediction. Give me your thoughts on the starting 11s for today's game. I'm going to run through them in a couple of seconds. I'm just going to wait for the chat to fill up. Hot Mic is a lot better, said Liverpool Agenda. Damn right it is, mate. The future. I keep saying it. People will listen to me eventually. It is the future. Okay, I'm going to just wait. I'm just messing around on YouTube here for 1 second. Bear with me. Just got to make sure that I've got everything set up on YouTube. Tickety-boo. Because I know we're live on Hot Mic. I'm going to go through the starting 11s now in 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to pop out the chat on YouTube. So we're good to go over there. Boom. Okay, 1 second. What is going on? What's going on here on YouTube? 52 people watching, but I can't see the chat, which isn't ideal for me. Why can I not see the chat on YouTube? This is very frustrating. Right, 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. If you're with us on YouTube, bear with us. I don't know what's going on here, but for me, I cannot see the chat, which is really frustrating. So I'm going to refresh it here on YouTube and hope I can see a live chat come up. There we go. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now I can finally see you all over on YouTube. Sorry, apologies. That was a mistake at my end. We had a bit of an issue testing earlier on, but we're back live. Welcome on Hot Mic as well for those of you that are with us on there. If you're with us for the first time, welcome. Great to have you. I keep telling everybody to go over to Hot Mic. It is the future. And people eventually starting to listen to me. Right, where we go. Manchester City will edge it, said Patrick Silk. I thought it was after messing things up there, ladies and gentlemen. You know me. I'm a technophobe. I'm not good at this stuff. Without Mr. Crosby, I'm always in trouble. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me run you through the starting 11s for today's game. Obviously, no Hamza and no Ndidi for Leicester, and no Raheem Sterling for Manchester City, so I guess it's fair there's an injury on both sides. Right, start off with Leicester City's team. Kasper Schmeichel, Soyuncu, Johnny Evans, Christian Fuchs. Then it's Ricardo, Maddison, Tielemans, Prayet, Chilwell, Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy. Manchester City have gone really strong for this one, actually. I was sitting back wondering quite how strong they would go. Ederson, Kyle Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri in the holding midfield role, Mahrez, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Silva and Sergio Aguero. So pretty strong team that, to be fair, for Manchester City, particularly when you think about the fact that they have a Champions League game coming up midweek. And for that, I thought they were going to go weak today. I genuinely thought that they were going to go pretty weak today. Crosby's in the chat over on Hot Mic. How are you, Mr. Crosby? Whoop whoop, he says. 3-2 to City, said Jay Cully. On this one, I think this is either going to be 2-1 to Manchester City or 2-2. That's what I'm going for in this game. Welcome to those joining us on YouTube and on Hot Mic. Apologies about a bit of a delayed start. We had a bit of a hit and miss situation earlier on, but we're all good. Up and running now. 15 minutes to go until the game kicks off. If you haven't yet checked out Hot Mic, there's still time to go over there, download that app. There's a couple of people covering this game. You've got commentary, of course, from ourselves. Go over there, download the app, put in the code Anfield Agenda. Boom, sync it up. It's the future. Right, what have we got? Shay said 3-2 to Leicester. I reckon Vardy will score, said Scotty. Luke McKeever's going for a 2-2. Thomas McGee. That's pretty, mate. That's 3-0 to Leicester. I love your optimism, mate. That's an interesting one. Vardy hat-trick, said Thomas. If I can't see anyway, City don't score, mate. I really can't. Mark Meehan said 2-1 to City. Leicester do well against small clubs, Craig. So a Leicester 2-0 win, said Bagsy. I like what you've done there, mate. I like it. Subi's over on Hot Mic. How are you, Subi? Jake Lancaster as well. Nobody actually spams on Hot Mic, so it's a great app. Exactly. Another reason to go over there and check out Hot Mic. Perfect. Anyone that I know that usually joins us for our YouTube watch-alongs, that I've tried out Hot Mic, loves it, which is great feedback. What have we got? A 4-3 win for Leicester, said Pablo Cabrera. What channel is it on in the UK? Sky Sports, mate. I'm watching it on Sky Sports main event. I think it's on Sky Sports Premier League as well, but I'm watching it on Sky Sports main event. Dominus Earth, our Manchester City friend, who's in the chat. How are you, sir? Said, come on, City, ha ha ha. Look, mate, for me, it's good to be able to sit back as a neutral for this one and not really have to get too invested in it because 22 points clear and all that jazz. Obviously, Manchester City could cut that gap down to a mere 19 points if they pick up a win today ahead of Liverpool's game on Monday night against West Ham. Mahrez will score. Yeah, I mean, that still must stick in the throat of any Leicester City fans, the whole Mahrez situation. Craig, how do you become a member, said Callum. Hit the join button, Callum. There's a join button up in the top left hand corner where your subscribe button should be. Or buddy, have a look in the stream description. There's a link there as well if you want to become a member of Anfield Agenda. As Connor said there, hit the join button beside the subscribe button, or there's a link in the description. Boom, there you go. Daniel over on Hot Mic said, come on Leicester. Yeet? What does yeet mean? I mean, fill me in. I'm a dumb old man. What does yeet mean, ladies and gentlemen? As always, we will not be shown any actual match footage of today's game, but we will be giving you play-by-play action about what's going on. And do you know what? This should be an entertaining game of football, ladies and gents. LFC Anfield's going for a 2-1 Leicester win. 3-0 to City, said Jason over on Hot Mic. I can see people starting to join us on Hot Mic now. The views are coming in thick and fast, which is great to see. I really do think that once people give it a try, they'll understand why we're pushing it so hard. It is so much better than YouTube for this particular thing. Now, obviously, I love our YouTube subscribers, and I want you to stay over there, join us for late night agendas and all that stuff. But if you're coming up for a watch-along on YouTube, Hot Mic will give you so much of a better game experience. You can go over there and you can sync up my commentary direct with your television, so you can have my commentary pumping out of your soundbar or your phone or whatever. It listens to your television via that sync button and joins you up with our commentary. No more dull Sky Martin Tyler commentary. No, you can get your Anfield Agenda fix, which, let's be fair, it's far much better. Far much better, far much funnier, far much more of a laugh than the boring dull shit that you got to get over in Sky. Brendan Rodgers doing Liverpool a favour tonight, said Daniel. I don't think we need any favours, Daniel, to be fair. I mean, we've put ourselves in a position where the rest are almost irrelevant, mate. We're counting down the games right now till Hendo does that Hendo shuffle. How's the family today? They're good, thank you, mate. Really good. And Nico's in the chat as well. How are you, buddy? Josh Byrne said he disagrees with 210 records. Craig, what do you think the Red score will be on Monday? 3-0. I'm going for a 3-0, Kyle. 3-0. Right, again, let me run through the teams for those of you joining us a little bit late. There's just over 10 minutes to go today till kick-off. So, what have we got? Kasper Schmeichel in goal, obviously, for Leicester. So, Yunchu, Evans and Fuchs are the back three. Pereira, Maddison, Tielemans, Pryor and Chilwell. I say a back three. It's pretty much going to be a back five when they're out of possession. And a back three when they're in possession. And then up front, Iheanacho and Vardy. For Manchester City, Ederson, Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri, Mahrez, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Silva and Sergio Aguero. On the bench for Leicester City, there's James Michael Justin, Wes Morgan, Mark Albrighton, Danny Ward, obviously ex-Liverpool, Harvey Barnes, Ayoze Perez and Maddie James. And then for Manchester City, Claudio Bravo, John Stones, Gabriel Jesus, David Silva, João Cancelo, Nicolas Otamendi and Phil Foden. So pretty strong bench for Manchester City. A little bit of a mixed bag with regards to Leicester City, but they do have a couple of injuries, particularly to their holding midfielders. Ndidi not available, Hamza not available for them. So again, interesting. LFC Sean's over on Hot Mic. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Great to see you with us. We're only 270 followers on Hot Mic away from hitting our first 1,000 followers. And don't forget, when we do hit that 1,000 followers on Hot Mic, we're going to give away a €50 Amazon gift card to one of our followers on there, just as a little thank you for going over and giving it a try. If you don't know what Hot Mic is, let me just quickly take a second to let you guys know about it. It is a new app that allows you to sync your favourite commentators and broadcasters' commentary with your phone, your soundbar or your tablet. And no more of this dull, no more of this boring Martin Tyler or Michael Owen nonsense. You get to listen to your favourite broadcasters, whether that be yourself, Anfield Rap, Football Terrace, whoever it might be. You get to listen to our commentary of the games in sync perfectly with your television. And sometimes if you're watching on YouTube, you get the spoilers. So if you're a little bit behind, you get goal, 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 goal on the screen. the beauty of Hot Mic is everything syncs up with your device. So there's no more spoilers. No more worrying about being a little bit behind. And it's free. The app is free to use. The app is free to download. It's available on the App Store and on the Google Play Store as well. Not yet available as a desktop function, but I know the guys are working on that one. So if you're looking for a direct link, have a look in the description of the stream, or just search Hot Mic, HOTMIC. And if you do sign up, ladies and gents, it'll ask you for a sign up code when you open it up. Put the code Anfield Agenda, all one word, all capital letters. Boom. Job's a good one. Let's see if we can get us up to 750 followers on this stream. We're trying to get 1,000 in our first month. And we only joined, I think the 10th is when we joined. So we had a really short month. So your support has been amazing as always, ladies and gents. Nathan said that's a quality feature, to be honest. It is. And you also get ambient sound as well. So you'll get like stadium noises pumped in behind my commentary on there as well. Did anyone see the situation earlier on, by the way, with VAR in the Chelsea Spurs game? So I think it was a Celso, if my memory serves correct. There was an incident out on the sideline right in front of both dugouts. I think it was Lo Celso went down. Looked like an innocuous thing at first, but when they replayed it back, you could see that he clearly stamped down on the Chelsea player's leg. VAR did look at it for serious foul play, possible red card, and they said no. And game went on a little bit, and then as the commentary went on, VAR actually admitted that they should have sent him off. They should have sent him off, and that they made a mistake. Now, mistakes will happen. We've got to understand that mistakes will happen. There's still human involvement in these situations. So I actually commend them, and I'm not a fan of VAR, not a fan at all. I was before the season started, but as it's gone on, it's just been a little bit too shambolic for me. But what this has highlighted again, ladies and gentlemen, is that why did Michael Oliver get instructed to go have a look at his monitor at the side of the pitch? I mean, he was standing right beside it. In the time that it took VAR to review that situation, Michael Oliver could have gone over, had a look himself, and made the decision. That for me it still sticks in my throat. It's still a little bit too tough to take. I don't like it. It annoys me. They should have done it. But look, human error happens, and it's going to happen. Mal Content said definitely a red card. Nathan Carter said definitely a red card, that one. And the really frustrating thing, I suppose, is that they can't go back now and retrospectively punish him. That's not possible. Is Ederson injured? No, mate. He's starting the game today. He's in goal for Manchester City today, Daniel. Or was it Daniel that even asked me that? Well, no, it was man like Allison that asked me that. No, he's in goal today, mate. Will there be a Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder watch along tonight? No. I'm going to be watching it, alright, but I'm just going to be watching it in bed, mate. It's going to probably be 4:30 AM, something like that, airtime over here in Ireland. So I will be watching the fight, of course, big fight, but no watch along. Just going to sit back and relax. Patrick Silk said it was definitely a red. What have you got? Just add the point to the tally, said Daniel. I'm going to go over and just refresh the chat over here on Hot Mic as well, because it's actually a bit busier than I thought, which is a good complaint. I like it. Well in, everybody who's joining us on Hot Mic. Let me just move this chat along. Great to see you all over with us. Thank you for giving it a try. Hope you're enjoying it. Game is 5 minutes to go, ladies and gents. Sound that 5-minute klaxon. 5 minutes until we're underway. I'm really looking forward to it. Keep your score predictions coming. I've gone for a 2-1 Manchester City win with an outside chance of perhaps a 2-2. Wait, is the boxing tonight? It is, Bagsy. Yes, it is indeed tonight. Malcontent, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Malcontent, I'll try it. Even try it with whatever way you're watching the game, shall we say, mate. Just give it a go and see if it does sync up for you. Neil Bridges said Fernandinho as a centre-back highlights City's problems this season. No central defensive partnership has been their major problem. Let's hope that's exploited again. Again though, buddy, I've got no sympathy for them. They have a £50 million centre-back sitting on the bench. And let's get to the point where we admit that John Stones isn't good enough. We have to get to that point and stop feeling sorry for them. 2-0 to Leicester, said Corey over on Hot Mic. Oliver's in. What's up to you, buddy? Welcome. Teams are in the tunnel now to King Power, waiting to get out and get this game underway. It should be a really entertaining game of football. Malcontent said I only watch AA on YouTube. Thank you, mate. I'm glad to have you with us, as always. And thank you for signing up as a member as well. Right, what are the lineups, said Dylan. No problem, buddy. I'll run through them one more time before the game kicks off. So, for Leicester, Kasper Schmeichel, Soyuncu, Evans, Fuchs, Pereira, Maddison, Tielemans, Prayet, Chilwell, Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy. For Manchester City, Ederson, Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri, Mahrez, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva and Sergio Aguero. They're the 2 starting 11s. I will of course keep you up to date with any changes in that as the game goes on. Danny's going for a 2-1 win to Leicester. UK beats us, excited for the boxing later on. I'm really... The undercard's horseshit. If we're being honest about it, we're being screwed over with the undercard yet again. It's a terrible undercard, but look, the main event should make up for it. Corey over on Hot Mike's gone 1-0 to Leicester. What are we up to? 732 followers now on Hot Mike, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get that to 750. I know that there's at least 80 of you guys watching on YouTube that haven't yet joined us in the future and hit that Hot Mike app. If you do sign up, make sure you use the code Anfield Agenda on sign up, ladies and gents. Enzo Ronaldo, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Dylan Cooney's gone 3-2 to Leicester. Joey Barton, is that the Joey Barton? Is that you, Joey? Have you come on for a watch along, mate? He's gone Leicester 2, Manchester City 1, Vardy masterclass incoming. T4L_Mouse has gone 2-1 to Man City. The teams are now out on the pitch at the King Power, just doing the handshake snap before the game gets underway. Mason's gone 3-2 Leicester. Corey's giving it to you, I'll never walk alone. We need to push our Liverpool stuff aside for the time being, mate. Just for those of you that are coming joining us that usually come in for a Liverpool watch-alongs, just a bit of a heads up, there will be no more Liverpool streams until Monday night when of course we'll be covering the game against West Ham. Full post-match show as well for that one. I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm going to enjoy a day off tomorrow. Louis said, great app this, isn't it? It's class, mate. It is. It's really, really good. Anyone that uses Hot Mic just sings its praises. Sean Mullins gone 2-1 to City. Can't wait for the Liverpool game, said Enzo. Yeah, mate, me too. Me too. It's terrible when you've got the weekend and no Reds, but then, you know, on Monday night, ooh, we've got the Reds to look forward to. But it does make the weekend that little bit longer, doesn't it? Brian said I'd never back against Wilder. He's a horrendous boxer, Brian. That's the thing about Deontay Wilder, is he's not a great boxer, but that right hand of his, it's like made of stone. If he connects, he can put anybody out. But if Fury can keep away from that right hand, it'll be interesting. Actually, the weight of both fighters made this really interesting for me. Both of them in over a stone heavier than the last time. Means they're both going for power by the looks of it. Right, what have we got? 2 minutes to go to kick off, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get set up here. Make sure the clock and all is ready to go. Cool. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Let me play you guys a little clip actually before we get going. A little clip about what Hot Mic is all about for those of you that might not have seen it. Here's a little 30-second clip that I think will explain why Hot Mic is so fun. Right, before we kick off, like on the big channels, here's a little Hot Mic ad for you.
Go on. Bobby Firmino, edge of the box. Go on. Plays off Sadio Mane. Overlap from Robertson. He doesn't need him! Oh, my God. Another wasted corner. There we are as well. We dance like finally.
Oh, that's a great challenge.
Oh, well done, Joe.
Oh, Lacazette. Oh, Lacazette.
Go on, Mo. Go on, Mo. Go on. Salah's round the keeper this time. What's he going to do? He's out.
He scored! Come on! Yeah! Sadio Mane! Go!
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can see why I love it so much. It is a class piece of kit, and it is of course available free to everybody on the Google Play Store and on the App Store. Right, let me get the clock underway. Get ready for the first half here. Looks like Leicester are going to be playing from left to right in the first half. Louis said, great app this. I love it, mate. Well in. Nathan said, it looks good, that. Give it a go, mate. I'm telling you, it is the future of broadcasting. Right, a little bit of a handshake here between the two managers. We're getting ready to kick off. Manchester City will be taking us underway, playing from right to left in the first half in that, let's be honest about it, absolutely horrendous kit. It really is shocking. Right, we're just waiting for the signal from the referee here and we'll get underway. Sit back, relax and enjoy the game. That is, it really is a horrendous kit, that one. Just waiting for the ref to blow his whistle, ladies and gents, and we'll get underway. Right, we're underway. Aguero knocks the ball back and Rodri immediately launches it long, looking at that right hand side. Walker can't manage to get there and it's cleared by Fuchs. That'll go out for the first throw in the game, right hand side to Manchester City. Keep your score predictions coming, by the way. Love to know how you guys feel about this one. Most people seem to be thinking a 1-goal game either way, but Recon Sweat there is going for 1-1. De Bruyne. Immediately now, City, you'd imagine they're going to dominate possession. Mendy now, left hand side. Cuts the ball back inside, Rodri. He goes back. Fernandinho. City moving it quickly now. Still Rodri. Walker switches the ball across to Mendy now, left hand side. He cushions it, takes a touch. Seems to be one of these games where Leicester, as so many teams do against Manchester City, will sit back, soak up and try and hit quickly on the counter-attack. Gundogan now. He plays it out off Iheanacho. That'll be a throw into Manchester City right hand side. Anthony Rafter's going 6-0 to City. Not giving Leicester a hope, buddy. Right, throw in right hand side now to Manchester City. Walker looking at his options, throws it in field. Mahrez takes a touch, rolls it off to De Bruyne. De Bruyne now. Tries to pick out Sergio Aguero, gets a second chance, rolls it out right hand side to Kyle Walker. Ball in from Walker, it's hooked away, but only as far as Kyle Walker. Good footwork from him out on that right hand side. De Bruyne now. He's dispossessed. Soyuncu tries to pick out Tielemans. Terrible control by him, allows Manchester City to regain possession. Well done now, chance for Leicester to counter-attack. Iheanacho tries to pick out Vardy. Good defending though. Good defending for Laporte to step in front of Jamie Vardy and sniff that one out. Sniff it out, snuff it out, put it out, whatever. He put it out. Throw in now, right hand side. It was a good interception. Iheanacho tried to pick out the run of Vardy, but Laporte stepped across well. Good defending from Laporte. He is a class player, Laporte. Whatever we think about City, he is a class player. Right, throw in taken by Walker. City move the ball forward quickly now. Mendy goes tearing down that left hand side. Mendy comes inside. De Bruyne. Switch of play by him out to that right hand side to Mahrez. Mahrez now runs at that Leicester defence. Tries to have a shot but it's blocked. Comes back to Mahrez. Kyle Walker. Switches out left hand side to Benjamin Mendy. He tries to pick out Sergio Aguero. Overhits it and it goes out harmlessly for a Leicester City goal kick. Pencil plays that I hope Leicester win. Up the Reds. Hello, how are you, mate? Man like Allison said, why is the Etihad so empty in Manchester City's last game? Honestly, mate, I don't know, but it is something that, you know, people hear everyone talking about and think we're laughing, but they don't get a great crowd. It is a fact, I'm afraid. Oliver said it's a top tier app over on Hot Mike. Love it, mate. Right, Maddison goes down. Free kick to Leicester City. Inside the Man City half left hand side. Taken quickly. Fuchs down the line. Ball inside. Tielemans now. He tries to pick out Iheanacho. He's dispossessed but wins it back. Pereira now, right hand side. He's a quality fullback, he really is. Still Pereira now. Inside towards Iheanacho, but Laporte steps across and wins that back. Well done by Soyuncu though. Steps in a heavy head in De Bruyne and wins it back. Maddison now, edge of the box for Leicester. Iheanacho, oh, he shits the bed. Wonderful play by James Maddison. Picks out Iheanacho on that right hand side, but a heavy touch takes it away from goal. Yeah, I think it's actually brave Brendan Rodgers playing Iheanacho against Manchester City, because nobody will ever convince me that last season Iheanacho didn't shit the bed on purpose against Manchester City when he was playing for Leicester. 1-on-1, right clean through, and it was the most horrendous shot you'll ever see in your life. Leicester now. You can't be giving the ball away that cheaply to this Manchester City team. Mendy now for City. Plays the ball down the channel. De Bruyne has it now, left hand side. Soyuncu tracks back. Kevin De Bruyne skins him on the outside. Soyuncu does well though to win it back. Tielemans, he's dispossessed by Gundogan. Mendy now. Gundogan. Laporte. Mendy. Ball back with Ederson. Ederson takes a touch, rolls it out right hand side. You should probably count the amount of times that I get Gundogan and Bernardo Silva mixed up, because they both have a bit of a beard. So count that, the amount of times I get them mixed up. Yeah, City's kit does look shit, Michael, I agree. Nice little 1-2 there for Manchester City, but again it's cut out by that Leicester City defence. Ball up towards Vardy. Maddison now, left hand side. Iheanacho spins back inside. Fuchs goes on the overlap. It's a good ball. He cuts across Fernandinho. Little nudge in the back from Fernandinho. Not enough for a penalty. Chilwell actually it was. Chilwell went down on the overlap. It wasn't enough for a penalty. But there was a sly little nudge there from Fernandinho. Watch here in the replay. There he is. Little push in the back. Chilwell goes off balance then. Hits the deck. But you're never going to see referees giving penalties for that. It was clever. That was clever gamesmanship there from Fernandinho. Laporte rolls it back across now to Fernandinho. Back to Laporte. Sometimes, as obviously a neutral in this game, sometimes I watch City and I understand they like to control the ball, but sometimes I think that it's just passing for passing's sake. I mean, people accuse Liverpool of being overly direct at times, but we know how to play those channels and get runners in behind and win the second balls. Maddison, ball out left hand side now towards Jamie Vardy. Vardy has a run at Kyle Walker. Butts inside. Walker does well though, holds him off, shows good strength. Rodri now. Bernardo Silva. Central, looks out right hand side. Finds Gundogan. Gundogan now. Switches it across. Rodri, runners ahead of him. Gives it to De Bruyne. Little 1-2. Still Kevin De Bruyne now. Ball switched out right hand side. Walker. Mahrez. Back to Kyle Walker. Switches play across. Mendy steps in, knocks the ball back. Laporte. Again, he gives it away cheaply. Tielemans wins it back. Tries to play in behind to Vardy. Vardy now, he's through on goal. Jamie Vardy. He hits the post. Oh, Vardy should have scored, mate. What are you at? No fucking party for Vardy there. Shits the bed. Great play by Leicester City. Lovely ball rolled in behind to Jamie Vardy. He's through on goal. You're thinking it's Vardy. All he does is score and he hits the post. He's going to be kicking himself. City now look to try and counter-attack. Silva tries the ball down the line. Sancho comes across. Mendy didn't quite read it. That is a massive chance missed for Jamie Vardy. Subi said, this app is fucking class. Loving the hot mic, mate. Well in. Chilwell now. That's at least a warning for Manchester City. You won't be getting Vardy missing those twice for sure. Schmeichel goes long. Ball out left hand side. One in the air by Manchester City. Gundogan knocks it inside now. De Bruyne. De Bruyne rolls it across to Bernardo Silva. Silva inside the Leicester City penalty area. Spins one way then the other. Back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne switches the ball out right hand side to Mahrez. Onto that left foot of his. Strike. Good save, Kasper Schmeichel. You knew what he was going to do. As soon as Mahrez got that ball onto his left foot, you knew he was shaping for a strike. Gets it away well. Decent save by Kasper Schmeichel. Comfortable height for the goalkeeper, but he still did well to push it away to distance. Mendy now. De Bruyne. Walker spreads it out to Mahrez. Mahrez cuts back in on that left foot of his. Sends a lovely ball out left hand side to Benjamin Mendy. Decent tackle by Pereira, puts it out, throw into Manchester City. De Bruyne, Mendy. Bernardo Silva comes, but again Pereira gets his body in the way and that'll be another throw into Manchester City. Mendy looking for runners ahead of him. Walker. Oh, he tried to disguise his pass, doesn't quite find Kevin De Bruyne, but it comes back to Mendy. Mendy now, ball inside, Kyle Walker. Gives it out right hand side now to Mahrez. Cuts back in on that left foot of his. Mahrez looking to pick out Aguero, but it's dispossessed and cleared by Leicester City. Only as far as Fernandinho, who gives it back to Mahrez. Switch across now. Mendy has it left hand side for Manchester City. Little bit of tape comes clear off his shoe. Mendy. Back to Laporte. Almost 10 minutes gone here at the King Power. Still 0-0, but Jamie Vardy should have given Leicester City the lead. Laporte. Again, ball out towards Mahrez. He can't quite control it and that goes out for a Leicester City throw-in. Heller Matthews said, what Manchester City would like to have in Liverpool, and remember he would be better in the same position as first choice keeper. What Manchester City would like to have at Liverpool? De Bruyne for sure. If I could pick a City player and bring him to Liverpool, definitely De Bruyne. Again, looking at the replay of this Vardy chance, he does everything right. Goes across the front of Fernandinho so he can't tackle him. Keeper comes out. You think for all the world the net's going to bulge and he hits the post. Leicester have it now. Left hand side. Ball across. Laporte gets there in front of Ederson. Clears it out. Throw into Leicester City left hand side. Good, open, attractive game of football this. 10 minutes gone, 11 minutes almost I should say. It's been a decent game, as we thought it would be to be fair. Two good sides. The Voiceology said, how am I doing, Craig? I'm sound, mate. I'm enjoying it, thanks. Tielemans now. Soyuncu. Johnny Evans. Bit of pressure from Aguero. Evans plays the ball out left hand side looking for Chilwell. He nods it down. Mahrez nicks in there ahead of James Maddison. Rodri now for Manchester City. Mahrez. It's Kyle Walker. Walker rolls the ball back to Fernandinho. He's a look ahead of him. Rolls it across to his centre-back partner, Laporte. De Bruyne comes deep. Ball back with Fernandinho now. Patient stuff again for Manchester City. Laporte. He's under pressure and forced all the way back to Ederson. Is there a Leicester player good enough for Liverpool? There's a few I wouldn't mind, to be fair, mate. There's a few decent players at Leicester I wouldn't mind. Walker now, right hand side for Manchester City, still inside their own half. Gundogan. Bernardo Silva now. Looking for options ahead of him, nothing on, so he comes back inside. Spreads the ball across to Kyle Walker. Gundogan. Again, good pressure by Leicester, but protecting the ball well. I say that he's dispossessed. Maddison tries a ball down the line to run to Jamie Vardy, but it's overhit. My wife dropped something in the kitchen to make a big loud noise. Laporte. Aguero now. Nice ball that, but well defended by Leicester City. Ball breaks to Benjamin Mendy. He rolls it back to Laporte. He's under pressure by Iheanacho and he goes all the way back to Ederson. Ahmed said, if Manchester City lose, we can win the title with 4 games from now, counting West Ham. That's insane. Yep. But look, it's only a matter of time till the Reds lift that title one way or the other. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on YouTube and you're enjoying the stream, thank you. Please do hit that subscribe button and give the stream a thumbs up as well. But most importantly, keep your comments coming. 9EG said, you rule, Craig. Thank you, buddy. What have we got? Tape delay USA, said Ian Quinn. Get over on the hot mic, mate. No delay over there. We're only 13 followers off 750 on hot mic, ladies and gents. Silva now. Silva moves it out right hand side. Walker. Back to Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Gundogan. Back to Kevin De Bruyne. Great defending that. Great defending. I think it was Christian Fuchs stepped across. Excuse me. De Bruyne brought him down. Free kick to Leicester. Vardy should have scored, said Patrick. Definitely, mate. It was a sitter. From his standards, that was a sitter. Right, Kasper Schmeichel about to take the free kick as the rain starts to fall down fairly heavily at the King Power. Nearly 15 minutes gone. Still Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. Best chance of the game so far falling to Jamie Vardy. Ball long. Iheanacho wins it in the air, but he nods it down straight to Ederson. Ederson now spreads it out left hand side to Bernardo Silva. Rodri comes in field and takes it off him. Gundogan now right hand side. He gives it out even further right to Riyad Mahrez. He's up against Chilwell. Cuts in on his left foot. Beautiful ball to Gundogan. Again, very good defender from Johnny Evans, but well picked out by Riyad Mahrez. Leicester now look to counter-attack. Vardy down that left-hand side. Looking for options. Does well. Good centre-forward play. Gives the ball back to Tielemans. Tielemans now to Fuchs. Fuchs into Maddison. Leicester switch it. Move it across right-hand side now. Johnny Evans. Soyuncu. Nothing on for him. He's looking for options. Praet comes, knocks the ball back to Johnny Evans. Leicester decide to go long this time. Fire a ball into the channel to Iheanacho to run after, but he can't keep it in play, and it goes out for a Manchester City throw-in. Rasher said, as a Liverpool fan, I'd be happy if we had that City strip. I would fucking cry if we had to wear that strip, mate. It's horrendous. It literally looks like... Any English and Irish fans watching know what a Wibbly Wobbly Wonder ice cream is. Well, that's what Manchester City's kit looks like. It looks like a Wibbly Wobbly Wonder ice cream. Silva now has it for City. He was under pressure from Pereira, does well, spins inside, gives it to Rodri. Rodri now, bodies on that right hand side for City, gives it to Walker. Walker charges forward now. Ball infield, Aguero. Gundogan, strike. It's a tame strike, and it goes out for Manchester City corner right hand side. Schmeichel saved to put it back into play, and then it was put behind by Johnny Evans. Really good build up play, nice little cushion pass from Sergio Aguero into the path of Gundogan, and it was a fucking horrendous shot, to be fair. Really should have done better. On his left foot, he side foots it into the ground, and Kasper Schmeichel, he was kind of a little bit thrown by how poor the shot was. Ball in from City, cleared away by Johnny Evans. Walker, he's clattered into, that'll be a free kick to Manchester City for sure. Iheanacho absolutely took him out. You could see it coming before it happened. You wonder, will the referee Paul Tierney go to his pocket here, or will he allow Iheanacho off with a warning? Walker's getting up. It was one of those. It was bravery from Walker to step into it. I think Iheanacho actually slipped, looking at the replay, to give him credit. I think he slipped into Kyle Walker. Either way, it'll be a free kick to Manchester City. Chance for him to put a decent delivery into the box. Too far out for the shot, you'd imagine, but you never know with De Bruyne standing over it. Ian Greenstreet said, Craig, 730 plus downloads. I know, we're closing in on 750, mate, over on Hot Mic. It's amazing. Keep your score predictions coming, ladies and gentlemen, or maybe what score you want the game to be. Maybe you're fancying a point. Delivery from De Bruyne towards the back post. It's flicked on. I think it goes behind for a Manchester City corner. I think that came off a Leicester City head. De Bruyne now comes across to this left hand side to take the corner for Manchester City. Clock ticks to 18 minutes, still 0-0. Corner comes in. It's deep towards the back post. Nodded down. So many Leicester bodies around. Mendy, strike, deflection. Oof. Could have gone anywhere. It goes out for another Manchester City corner. It looked to me like Rodri found that ball in the box, but he was surrounded by Leicester players. How did he even get to it? Too many Leicester players standing around. Rodri nicks in, gives it back to Mendy. He has a shot. Deflected and goes behind for another Manchester City corner. Ball in. Again, cleared away. Mendy hits the referee. Maddison hooks it away clear. Will the referee bring that back? Be interesting to see who he gives the ball to if he does bring it back. I mean, yeah, who gets advantage from this? I'm intrigued to see what Paul Tierney does with this. It was one of those situations. There was a pass played. He got in the way. Hit off him. But can you say for certain if he's giving it to Manchester City? No, he's bottled it and he's decided to give it to Vardy. Nope, now he's dropped it. One of those situations where nobody really knew what was going on. He dropped it, De Bruyne touched it to Vardy and Vardy knocked it back to Ederson. Anyway, we're back underway. Fernandinho plays it to Laporte. Laporte now carries the ball forward a few yards. Ball into Sergio Aguero. Aguero gets stuck under his feet. Pereira now plays the ball out off Mendy. Linesman puts his flag up, says Mendy was fouling Ricardo or Pereira, whichever one you want to call him. Free kick right hand side. Leicester take it quickly. It's a poor free kick. Gundogan has it now for Manchester City. Pride does well. Nicks it away for Leicester. Gives it at left hand side to Ben Chilwell. Chilwell looking for support now. Not much on. Goes back. Pratt now. Back out to Chilwell. Chilwell. Ball into the box. Headed away by Laporte. And Chilwell happy enough to leave that go out for another throw in to Leicester City left hand side. Fuchs. Maddison now, edge of the box, little reverse pass to Iheanacho. He strikes. Ederson puts it behind, but I think the flag was up for offside. It was. It'll be a free kick to Manchester City. I really don't see the appeal of Iheanacho as a forward. I really don't. It's a close call that, but I think it was just about the right one. I think his left foot was offside. Yeah, I never see the appeal of Iheanacho. He always seems like a subpar striker to me, but hey. The Voiceology said, you and Goldbridge, split screen, Man United versus Liverpool, come on. Be fun. I'd love to sit in a room and do that game with Mark. That would be so much fun, but can't see it happening. But yeah, it would be fun. Fernandinho. Carries the ball forward. Options available. Fires the ball long out left hand side towards Mendy, but there's a little bit too much on it. And Kasper Schmeichel comes out and gathers that for Leicester City. City's kit looks like custard, said Ethan over on Hot Mic. Schmeichel now. He's under a little bit of pressure. It goes out right. Sancho. He's under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Good footwork by him. Well done. Good play by the centre back. Free kick to Manchester City. Tielemans clips the ankles of Rodri. Mendy. Ball back to Laporte. Laporte across right hand side to Fernandinho. Back to Laporte. Still scoreless here at the King Power. Silva. Rodri. Rodri now. Out to Mendy left hand side. Mendy's under pressure. He's forced to go back. Laporte. Across to Fernandinho. Rodri. Walker now. He's got a bit of space to charge into down that right hand side. Switches it across to Bernardo Silva. He charges forward towards that Leicester City box. Mendy. Early cross. Deflected. It's hooked away by Youri Tielemans. Vardy comes, nods it down to Iheanacho. Iheanacho, he's dispossessed. Laporte. Vardy looks a little bit isolated at times. It's to be expected, I suppose, but their link-up play needs to be absolutely spot on if they're playing on the counter-attack like that. Laporte. Out left-hand side, Bernardo Silva. Laporte, Silva. Pressure comes from Leicester. City looking to play around that first press. Ball moved out left-hand side. Just shy of 70% possession so far for Manchester City in this game. De Bruyne now. Looking for options. Lovely ball out right-hand side to Riyad Mahrez. You know what he's going to do. Get into his left foot. De Bruyne. Strike. Wide of the post. Goal kick. Good play initially by De Bruyne. Worked the ball out right-hand side to Riyad Mahrez. He cut in like he was about to shoot. Picks out Kevin De Bruyne at the edge of the box. De Bruyne, first time shot. Just wide of Kasper Schmeichel's left-hand post. Goal kick to Leicester. Tom, how are we, mate? Over on YouTube. How are you, buddy? Schmeichel decides against going short and fires that ball long towards right-hand side. Iheanacho pulls it down out of the air really well, to be fair. Pereira now. He turns back. Under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Sancho. Little bit behind Johnny Evans. Christian Fuchs now. Gives it out to Chilwell on that left hand side. Chilwell looks up, nothing on, spins back, gives it back to Christian Fuchs. Kasper Schmeichel now. Pings the ball out right hand side looking for Pereira. Mendy leans into him, allows the ball to go out, throw into Manchester City, pretty much bang on the halfway line on that left hand side. Can you shout out Darren working hard in Austria? Of course I can, mate, but I have serious doubts about how hard you're working. If you've got time to jump on and have a chat. But I love that you're being devious, mate. Well in. And hello to Darren. Thank you for watching. Fernandinho now. Rodri. Plays the ball across to Bernardo Silva. Silva looks up. Options available to him on the right hand side. He gives it to Kyle Walker. Walker tried to fire a ball into Gundogan, but is dispossessed and it breaks to Johnny Evans. Chilwell. Little cushion ball down the line towards Maddison, but Fernandinho comes across. Nicks in. Gundogan. Rodri. He goes down easily. but gets the free kick. Iheanacho guilty of it. Free kick to Manchester City right in the halfway line. It's taken quickly. Mendy. Fernandinho. Back out to Kyle Walker now, right hand side. 25 minutes gone into King Power. Silva. De Bruyne now. Aguero's been fairly quiet so far in this game, but we know it's Sergio Aguero. It only takes one sniff of a goal. Mahrez now. Cuts across onto that left foot of his. Spreads it to Benjamin Mendy. Mendy to Aguero. Aguero. Silva. Back to Mendy. Cut back. It's cleared by Leicester City, but only as far as Kyle Walker. Laporte now. Gives it that left hand side to Mendy. Silva. Looking for options ahead of him. Mendy goes down the line. Mendy takes a touch, fires across in. It's cleared by Soyuncu, but again only as far as Mendy. Bernardo Silva, little 1-2 at Mendy. Mendy goes round the outside of Pereira now. Ball in, too close to Kasper Schmeichel, well gathered by the keeper. Where's your badge of honour? Said Arsenal, United, Chelsea, those games you just could still consider hard games. Nope, and nope, my friend. Just consider them fellow irrelevancies. That's what I consider them. Bernard Sweeney, hello over on Hot Mic, mate. 739 followers now. Only 11 away from 750, ladies and gents, on Hot Mic. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube and you're enjoying the stream, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Pereira goes over the top looking for Vardy. Laporte nods it down, but only as far as Iheanacho. Iheanacho now. Good footwork by him. He's brought down. Free kick. Dangerous territory. Excuse me. Just got to clear my throat. Dangerous territory here. James Maddison will be licking his lips at this one. It's just right hand side of centre. Right on the edge of the D of that 18-yard box. Again, good play by Iheanacho. Looked like he was running out of space, but he was brought down by Rodri, and that will be a free kick. Very good chance this. Really good chance of getting a shot away. Okay, let me just jump over the Hot Mic and update the chat a little bit. Harlem, mate, nobody gives a fuck about United, buddy. Even you, even though you're trying to be a United fan there, be honest, nobody gives a shit about United. Anyway, Maddison over this free kick. Chilwell's over it. Really good opportunity. Manchester City wall, of course, back to the necessary 10 yards. Who's going to hit this? Maddison or Chilwell? Maddison steps up, strike, into the wall, deflection, and a break straight to Ederson. Bit of an anticlimactic event, that one. Here's the replay. Strikes. Oh, hits the hands. Oh, it hits De Bruyne's hands. Surely there's a sniff of a penalty on there, no? De Bruyne put his hands up like this in front of his face. It hit his hands. How is that not a handball? How is that not a handball? Look, I don't give a shit. People are going to say I'm biased here against Manchester City, but genuinely, he lifted his hands up. City now on the counter-attack down that right-hand side. De Bruyne, ball across. It's cut out by Johnny Evans. It's not what? A handball? It's clearly a fucking handball. He lifts his hands up in front of his face. Here's the replay. Strike, lifts his hands up, hits his hands, and breaks to Ederson. How is that not a handball? Do you understand how football works? He raises his hands like this. That's a handball. I'm baffled. I'm absolutely fucking baffled how that isn't given as a handball. Genuinely. Leicester City fans, if there's any Leicester City fans in the chat, let me know how you're feeling about that. You say it's ball to hand though. That's the case if you're not bringing your hands up. He brought his hands up in front of his face. His hands weren't down by his side. His hands weren't in a natural position. He was being a pussy and trying to protect his face. Therefore, for me, in my humble opinion, that's a handball. Leicester all the way back to Kasper Schmeichel now. If his hands were by his side or if he was jumping up like this, fair enough. But he raised his hands right up in front of his face. Anyway, we are where we are. Still 0-0. Half an hour gone. Fuchs, he launches the ball long. Leicester have had a couple of opportunities now. Iheanacho runs into the channel down that left-hand side. Spins back, waiting for options. It's a terrible pass. Looking to pick out Tielemans. Rodri intercepts now for Manchester City in their wibbly-wobbly wonder kit. Laporte. What team do I support? I'll give you a fucking clue, mate. Have a look at the channel name and have a guess who you think I might support. With a name like Anfield Agenda, what might you think? It's got nothing to do with my disliking of Manchester City. Genuinely. I'm trying to call this game as neutrally as possible. Bernardo Silva, ball in field now to Aguero. He cuts back now, Bernardo Silva. Rodri, he's clipped. Free kick to Manchester City. Under protest from Prayet, but look, it was a free. Clipped his ankles, no doubt about it. Little bit far out now for Rodri to have a shot. Plays it quickly to De Bruyne, but Paul Tierney said no. Looking at a chance from earlier on here. Don't know why they've gone back to show that. Anyway, free kick to Manchester City. Is it a bit too far out for a shot? You never know with De Bruyne. He's capable of it. 16 assists so far for Kevin De Bruyne this season. There is no denying he's having a brilliant season. He is a wonderful footballer. Whatever we think, whoever you support, you have to. Sometimes you just see a great player and you have to hold your hands up. Right, De Bruyne now steps back. It's about 30 yards out, to be fair. This looks like he's going to have a crack. Mahrez over it. De Bruyne is over it. Looks like it's going to be De Bruyne. Strike. Gets a bit of dip on it, but not enough, and it goes high and wide over Kasper Schmeichel's crossbar. Luke Skywalker said, and I thought our Toxic Thunder kit was a bit bright a few seasons ago. Yeah, it doesn't have a patch on this Wibbly Wobbly Wonder kit, mate, does it? And I like Manchester City's other kit. You know, the one that's reminiscent of the Hacienda days, that kit. I actually quite like that kit. But this Wibbly Wobbly Wonder kit is horrendous. I'll also accept a Loop-the-Loop kit, but it's more Wibbly Wobbly Wonder-esque in colour. Walker now for Manchester City. He goes back to Fernandinho. Across to Laporte. Still scoreless here. Laporte out left-hand side to Benjamin Mendy. Rodri back to Mendy, who overhits it, and it goes out for a Leicester City throw-in. I'm SpongeBob's dad said I don't like Liverpool. Well done, mate. Congratulations to you. Enjoy not liking us. Iheanacho now. Ball back to Johnny Evans. Evans ball infield to Maddison. Fuchs now. Looking for options. Gives it to James Maddison. Maddison spins. Looking for options. Again, he's under pressure. Spins a couple more times and plays the ball out right hand side to Sancho. He fires it at Tielemans, who's dispossessed. De Bruyne now. Sancho's tracking back. De Bruyne into the penalty area, left hand side. Good tracking back by Sancho. De Bruyne plays it off him. Corner to Manchester City. Super chat from Lamine and Boy. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Great to have you with us. You like City and Chelsea? Alright, you've lost all fucking credibility immediately now, mate. Sorry. Liking 2 Premier League teams? Yeah, no, that's... Sorry, mate. Pick one. Stop being greedy. You can have one. I'm only joking, by the way. Don't mind me. You can support whoever the fuck you want, pal. Ball cleared away at the near post by Pereira. Mendy now. He switches out left-hand side. De Bruyne manages to get there. Reverse pass. Good ball to Silva. Ball across the 6-yard box. How did nobody get on the end of that? Chilwell comes across now for Leicester City to try and carry it out. Ball up the line. Iheanacho spins away far too easily. He's got no support though. Look. Vardy's eventually getting up there, but there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Manchester City players around Iheanacho. Yeah, no way he was going to be able to do anything out there. Another throw into Leicester City. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. Best chance of the game so far fell to Jamie Vardy, who hit the post. Only 8 followers away from 750 on Hot Mic. Thank you to everybody that's joining us over there. Hope you're enjoying the stream. It's great to have you with us. Chilwell. Ball fired in. Fernandinho heads it away. Gundogan now. Chance for City to counter-attack. Soyuncu does well. Maddison works it out left-hand side now to Chilwell. Chilwell back to James Maddison. He's brought down. Free kick. Another chance for a strike here for Leicester. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching us over on Hot Mic, people often ask how can they help us out over there, because it's free, which is great. But there's one way you can help us out, and that's by sharing the stream. So if you're on Hot Mic, have a look down or click on your screen. You'll see a share option. Hit that button. Share it to social media, whether it be Twitter, whatever your favourite platform is, and let people know that 1, Hot Mic exists, and 2, that we're live. So if you can do that for me, ladies and gents, just hit that share button. Right, free kick to Leicester here. It's a good distance out for a shot, this. It's on the edge of probably where you'd expect somebody to have a crack, but I think Maddison fancies this. The way the balls move these days as well, he'll definitely get the distance. It's about whether he can keep it on target. Maddison, 9 minutes to go in the first half. Chilwell's over it as well. You'd imagine this would be James Maddison though. Maddison strikes, good save. At least he forced the keeper to work. It's a save you'd expect Ederson to make, but at least he put it on target. See the replay, see if this was going wide or not. Ederson came across, gets 2 strong hands on it, and it goes out for a Leicester City corner. Justin the Wood said, I just got Hot Mic. Cool, nice one, mate. Well in, thank you for the support. Only 8 followers away from 250 or 750 on there. Don't forget, when we hit 1,000, we're giving away an Amazon gift card. Corner short. Ball in, cleared away by Fernandinho. Only as far as Pereira now. Why the fuck did you go back to the keeper, mate? You could have just spun to your right hand side. Schmeichel now launches the ball long. Walker leans in. I hate those little lean-ins. They're quite snidey. Tielemans goes down there, and look, he was never getting a free kick, but the little lean-ins, they are going to cause somebody an injury someday. And look, we're all guilty of it. All clubs players do it. No, this isn't singling out anyone. What have we got? Give it to Coutinho. Fook Coutinho, mate. Fook Coutinho. Leicester must win, says Fernando. I don't know. They still have a bit of a gap, even if they don't win this game. What is it? 5-6 points over the 4th place team, even if they don't win. Schmeichel goes long. Nobody there. Laporte comes down, chests it down well. Plenty of space, no pressure. Rodri, he's under a little bit of pressure. Goes back to Ederson. Ederson out right hand side now to Fernandinho. He carries the ball forward, looking for options ahead of him. Mahrez does well to keep possession. Rodri. Oh, good run that from Walker. I know my wife can hear me in the kitchen, and I know she knows that I'm freezing and she's going to put the heating on. Aren't you, darling wifey? Iheanacho now, right hand side for Leicester City. He's after pinching the ball off Laporte. Tielemans ricochets out to Ben Chilwell. You don't get Martin Tyler asking his missus to turn the heating on live on a stream. Do you know what I mean? This is the difference. Maddison now. Little loop ball over the top towards Iheanacho. He's clattered. Has to be a penalty. Has to be. He's given a corner. Oh my God. That looked like he was taken out of it. That looked like he was taken out of it. Now, we often talk about footballers in a tackle getting man and ball. And I understand that Ederson has every right to come and challenge for this. And I want to see the replay. Chip ball over the top to Maddison. Iheanacho's onside. No problem with that. He's clattered into it. Fuck that. He's clattered into it. That has to be a penalty. Oh, he's clattered into it. I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to sit back and see what happens, because obviously, you know, my version of events doesn't really tally here. But for me, Iheanacho was absolutely creased there. Be interesting to see if they even have a look at this. Keeper gets connection on the ball. Sure, no doubt about that. But we talk about man and ball in football a lot of the time. Subi said, if that's not a penalty, what is? Iheanacho got there first as well, by the way. That's important to point out. Hey, look, I don't know what to say anymore. I've given up with VAR. Iheanacho gets there, gets connection, then gets clattered into. How many times do we see a player going in for a tackle? He gets there first ahead of a goalkeeper who then takes him out when it's a penalty. Or another player. He gets there ahead of another player who then takes him out when it's a free kick. It doesn't look like there's going to be even a sniff of a penalty here, by the way. For those of you in the chat that are writing in Peno, definite penalty. Where's my hoodie? Yeah, it's I just put on a polo shirt today. Joanna was feeling a little bit posh. Vardy's still having a chat with Paul Tierney, who's smiling. Iheanacho absolutely clattered into. He's going off the pitch after receiving treatment. Hopefully he's going to be okay. You know, player safety first and foremost, as always. Looks like we're going out for a corner to Leicester. Again, I'm baffled. I'm genuinely baffled. That's madness. Madness. Maddison to take the corner. Ball in. Cleared by Manchester City. Edge of the box. Strike. Blocked. Good block by Bernardo Silva. And it goes out for a throw-in. Mate, you can fuck off. I know you're pretending to be a City fan this week, but you're come on City nonsense, obviously. Relax, mate. Come on City. You supported about 18 clubs a minute ago, mate, if my memory serves me correct. Don't be giving it the come on City like you're a fucking lifelong die-hard fan here, buddy. Come on. Relax. Pereira now, right hand side. Cuts in. Strike. Straight at Ederson. Gets his body behind the ball. 2.5 minutes. 2 penalty shouts for Leicester. Not a sniff given by the VAR or the officials. You literally said, mate, you say no only like City. You literally said 5 minutes ago that you like City and Chelsea or something. Like, you said it, not me. Christ almighty, mate. Do you know what? I'm not even going to read your comments out anymore because you're just embarrassing yourself now. Ball out left hand side. Back to Laporte. Ederson. Ball goes long. Evans chested down to Sancho. He takes a couple of touches. Laporte. Back to Ederson. 2 minutes to go to half time. Again, people over on Hot Mic were thinking it was a penalty as well. Exactly the same as myself. Laporte. Silva. Back to Laporte. He switches to play across to Fernandinho. Ball into Aguero. For any Manchester City fans that aren't quite sure what all those people are that are around the edge of the stadium, they're supporters who are in their seats. I know, it's difficult. I'll try and explain to you as best I can. When football clubs have fans, they go to the games and sit in seats. I know, it's really unusual when you guys just see plastic all the time, but Leicester City have some good fans that go to the game. So as you can see, all those people around the edge of the pitch like that, they've all bought tickets to be there. They're called fans. Just so we're all clear on that one. Throw in, left hand side, Chilwell beside the corner flag. Hooked away. Again, it goes out for a throw in. Manchester City. We're into the final minute of the first half, plus whatever Paul Tierney adds on. You've got to say, Leicester have probably had the better chances, even though Manchester City have dominated the ball. Iheanacho now. Back to Pereira. Tielemans. To Iheanacho. Yuri Tielemans. Space on the left hand side if you can see Chilwell. Gives it out right hand side to Pereira. He tries to pull the ball back. It's well defended. Bernardo Silva now carries it away from Manchester City. Lovely ball to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne now. Sergio Aguero ahead of him. Reverse pass through to the Aguero. Strike. Scores. Is he offside though? Is he offside? I think Aguero even knows. The flag goes up from the linesman. Aguero did his job, put the ball in the back of the net. It was a quick counter-attack. Silva plays the ball into De Bruyne. You're watching here for the run from Aguero. He's miles off. No doubt about it. Definitely offside. As I said, he does his part, sticks it in the net, but the linesman correctly puts his flag up. Goal definitely ruled out. Free kick to Leicester City right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Just over a minute of additional time to go in the first half. Schmeichel launches the ball long. Ooh, nearly picked out Vardy. Good defending that from Laporte. Ball hooked away by Manchester City. Aguero. Gundogan. Ball inside that to Sergio Aguero. Good footwork from him. He's brought down. Definite free kick. Really good footwork by Sergio Aguero. Shifts the ball from his right foot to his left, and then Soyuncu comes across and takes him down. Absolutely no doubt about it whatsoever. Free kick to Manchester City in a very good shooting position here, right on the stroke of half time as well. I mean, my initial instincts are that Riyad Mahrez will fancy this one on his left foot. It is more suited to a left footer, but again, when you have Kevin De Bruyne in your team, you'd imagine this would be the last action of the first half, one way or the other. Mahrez and De Bruyne both standing over this free kick for Manchester City. Very good position. Just right of centre, about 20 to 25 yards out. Yeah, it's about 22 yards out, I'd guess. Mahrez, De Bruyne, who's going to strike it? Mahrez steps up. Shits the bed. Horrendous. Not even near the goal. It's just like a rocket going directly diagonally away from goal. Goes behind. Goal kick. Referee blows the whistle. It's half time at the King Power. Leicester City 0. Manchester City 0. Let me just stop the clock and see how we're all feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, have we enjoyed the first half? There mightn't have been any goals, but you know what? It was a pretty interesting game of football. We're only 5 followers away on Hot Mic from 750 of you amazing people signing up over there. If you haven't yet downloaded the app, please do. It is free. Put in the code Anfield Agenda as well. See my wife in there. Look at her in the chat. Let me know that the heating is on. That's love right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, wifey. Yes, Muslim United. Mahrez did take the shot, but it was horrendous, mate. Horrendous. Wasn't anywhere near goal. Right, let me dip into Hot Mic and see how everybody's feeling over there in the chat as well. Christine Nolan's in the house. How are you? Do a time check on Hot Mic, Craig. Count the seconds. I don't know what you mean by that, Stuart, mate. You've lost me. Sorry. Right. Shits the bed. He did shit the bed, Papa. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Great look from Vardy. Papa, relax now, telling my wife to turn up the heat. I mean, man's not made of money. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the heating is set where it is, you know. Gotta be relaxed now. No need to get carried away with the heating. Will said, at this rate, Rodri could whip out a baseball cap and beat up Maddison, and VAR would still say it was his arm was in a natural position. Love it. Lee said, better than Tyler, you, Craig. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the love over on Hot Mic. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is half time, and I know a lot of you people have heard me speaking about Hot Mic a lot during the first half, and you're probably wondering what the hell it is. Well, let me play you a little 30-second ad that's going to give you a bit of a hint of why I love Hot Mic so much. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Go on. Bobby Firmino, edge of the box. Go on. Plays off Sadio Mane, overlap from Robertson, he doesn't need him! Oh, my God. Another wasted corner. There we are as well. We dance like finally.
Oh, that's a great challenge.
Oh, well done, Joe.
Oh, Lacazette. Oh, Lacazette.
Go on, Mo, go on, Mo, go on. Salah's round the keeper this time. What are you going to do?
He scored! Come on! Yeah! Sadio Mane! Go!
So for those of you who are asking me in the chat there what Hot Mic is, Hot Mic is a brand new app that allows you to sync your favourite broadcaster's commentary up with your television, so you can remove all the boring, dull BT and Sky commentary. You can have myself, or you can have whoever your favourite commentator is. There's a really cool button that allows you to press, and it says sync. it listens to your television and syncs up that commentary seamlessly. So there's no delay, there's no spoilers in the chat, anything like that. Doesn't even matter if you pause the game for a while. It's absolutely fantastic. And the best news for everyone is it is free. Absolutely free to download, free to use. No cost to you guys whatsoever. Just do me one favour. If you download the app, put in the code Anfield Agenda, all one word, all capital letters in there, and make sure you give us a follow when you download the app. And most importantly, enjoy it. Whether you watch our games or not on the app, I want you to enjoy it. I want you guys to have an improved fan experience when you're watching sports. And Hot Mic's the future. Whether you're a fan of wrestling, football, ice hockey, political debates, whatever it might be, Hot Mic has you covered. And as Hot Mic grows, the list of broadcasters will of course grow as well. I think you'll enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. There's a live chat function, by the way, on Hot Mic, much as there is on YouTube. And the beauty of it is then synced up to you, so there's no delays. There's no spoilers of a goal or anything like that. What have we got? Justin the Wood said, Hot Mic's a really cool free app. Hey Craig, that was a pen by Kevin De Bruyne. What's your opinion? I thought it was, Eunice. Now, I know a couple of people are going to think I'm saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan, but genuinely, De Bruyne raised his hands up in front of his face. Now, it did take a deflection off another City player. I do grant you that one. But the one I'm more intrigued about was the Ederson challenge on Iheanacho. I'd love to know what everybody's opinion are on that challenge. Now, if you're a City fan, if you're a Leicester fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, it doesn't matter. Do you think that the Ederson challenge was fair? Or do you think that he got the player after Iheanacho had made connection and should have been a penalty? It's one of those. If it was anywhere else on the pitch, genuinely I believe that the referee would have blown up there. But Iheanacho got there first. Ederson does make contact with the ball for sure. But for me, he took out the player as well. That's my opinion on it anyway. Patbot said some dubious decisions from VAR today. Should have been at least one penalty, said Cam's Watches. Saul said nah, penalty. Aaron said penalty. Over on Hot Mic, we think penalty as well by the looks of it. Okay, what else have we got? Noel Gallagher has been uncharacteristically quiet lately. Yeah, that's after he went on his little rant to say that nobody was going to go near Manchester City this season and that they'd romp away, but it hasn't quite worked out that way, has it? Oh, Craig, you're being just so good to us. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying the stream over on YouTube as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 40k. That is our goal for the end of the season. We've gone past 35k as you can see, but we need your support to keep pushing on. Liverpool win without a loss. You love to see it, don't you? You love to see it. You love to see the Reds doing well when they're not even playing. Second half will be underway now in about 6 or 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure if you're getting yourself a cup of tea or whatever, 2 sugars for me. You shared the stream. Thank you. Appreciate that, mate. I love our little bit of banter earlier on, by the way. But if you're new to the channel, I'm SpongeBob's dad. This is just my personality, mate. Never take anything I say seriously. I'm just here for a bit of fun. But thank you for sharing and thank you for watching, my friend. You're probably going to go over 40k, said Habibor. That would be amazing, mate. Yeah, I'd love it. I mean, I can't believe we're anywhere near where we are. I thought the channel when we started would be lucky to get 5,000 subscribers, full stop. Stuart said it was a good first half. Yes, defo was, mate. Defo was. So there's a bit of a league table on Hot Mic, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, of subscribers. So when you go over there and you download the app and you look, the subscribers are done in order of how many followers that they have. And we're like so close to moving up one more place in that ladder. I think we need 19 more followers on Hot Mic to move up one space on that league table. And me being the competitive person that I am, you know me, ladies and gents, I always want to win. So if you haven't downloaded the app, please do. Still time to enjoy the second half on it. Put in the code Anfield Agenda, give us a follow on there, and let's see if we can move up that one place in the league table, unlike either of these two sides who aren't going to be moving up anywhere. I think Leicester will nick it with Vardy, said Cam's LFC Watches. Deviceology said, I've got 60 subscribers, hoping to get 30. Do you know what, mate? Genuinely, I remember the days where we had 10, 15, 50 subscribers. And we still did 2.5, 3 hour long streams. We were still as interactive as we are now. And I still enjoyed it every bit as much. Whether you've got 5 subscribers or you've got 500,000 subscribers, mate, if you enjoy what you do, keep it going. Honestly. It only takes one bit of luck for your channel to change, your future to change, but keep going, buddy. Never give up. Dara said, great to have you to listen to. Thank you very much, Dara. I know you'll be looking forward to the boxing later on tonight, buddy. Who's picking who for the fight? I'm going... Do you know what? I've always said that I'm going Fury, but seeing how much weight Fury has put on, he genuinely seems to be looking for the knockout. So I wonder, he's not known as a hard-hitting heavyweight Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder, as we know, can put people to sleep, no doubt about it. I have a sneaky suspicion what Fury might knock him out, though. I don't know why. Common sense will dictate that it will be Fury on points or Wilder by knockout. But I don't know. I might actually put my money where my mouth is tonight and put a few quid on Tyson Fury to KO him. Casey said, hey Craig, just followed you on Twitter. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Casey. Connor runs the Anfield Agenda Twitter account. I've stepped away from all forms of social media except YouTube and Hot Mic just because I want to concentrate on making content and making more content. If I was doing YouTube and stuff, I wouldn't have been able to do this game, as an example, because I'd be glued to my phone. So yeah, thank you, mate, for the follow on there. Alan said, Craig, didn't see the Ederson challenge, but I heard it was like Schumacher France in 82. I know that challenge, mate. You said you're showing your age, but I was only 1 when that happened, but I've seen replays of it. I wouldn't quite put it in that bracket, but for me, look, I'm honestly trying to put my bias aside here. I think it was a penalty, but look, my opinion doesn't matter. VAR and the referee said otherwise. I'm thinking like you, Craig, regarding the fight of Fury by KO. Yeah, there's no real rhyme or reason for like backing that up, if you get where I'm coming from. Because like logic would say Fury on points Wilder by knockout, but I don't know. I just think Fury doesn't want to leave it to the judges again after the last time. No, Thomas, there's no late night agenda, mate. There'll be no more streams after this stream until Monday night. Taking tomorrow off to spend it with the family, and then of course I'll be back on Monday. So for those of you watching, here's a quick update of what's coming up on both channels, on Hot Mic and YouTube, over the next few days. Sunday, day off, enjoy it with the family. Monday we're going to be covering Liverpool's game at home to West Ham. Obviously we'll be starting our show from about 7:30 on both platforms. On Tuesday night we're going to be covering the Napoli versus Barcelona game in the Champions League, again on both platforms. And then on Wednesday, we're not going to be on Hot Mic. We're just going to be on YouTube, and we're going to be covering Manchester City's trip over to Madrid to take on Real Madrid in the last 16. So again, that's just going to be on YouTube, so I hope you can join us for that. 3 followers away from 750 on Hot Mic. Again, download, ladies and gents. Use the code. Link in the description. What have we got? Come on the pool, said Michael Dunn. Love it, mate. Not quite playing today, but I'll still take the come on the pool shouts. Score predictions. Jack McNamee wants everyone's score predictions for the second half. I'm going to go for a 1-1, Jack. I'm going to go... I think both teams will score in the second half. 1-1. But I wouldn't rule out a 2-1 win for somebody either, but I'm going to sit in the fence and go 1-1. Tell us over on Hot Mic, you guys, give me your score predictions. YouTube, you guys, give me your score predictions. Ibrahim, hello, buddy. 1-1, said Stephen Booker. See you on Monday, Thomas May. Have a lovely weekend. Camswell FC watches gone 1-0 Leicester. Liverpool FC's gone 2-1. Michael Dunn reckons City will lose. Wawan said 1-2, so he's gone for Manchester City win. Aaron Nichols gone 1-0 Leicester. You gents over on Hot Mic and you ladies over on Hot Mic, what are you thinking for the second half? Give me your score predictions. James Barrell's going, or Barrell, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that. It's going 2-1 to City. Leicester will lick at Nate. I can't even read, Casey. Do you know what I mean? I'm ruining your comment, buddy. Leicester will nick it with a late Maddison goal, said Casey. Sorry for that, mate. Ruining your comment. Uh, 2-0 City, said V8. 2-1 Iheanacho goal, said Chief for Sutherland. 1-0 Leicester for Michael Dunn. Ethan Payne's going 2-2. 1-1 for Brian O'Leary. Yeah, I think there will be goals in the second half. I'd be amazed if this finishes 0-0. I really would. Right, so let me get set up so I've got my clock ready to go for the second half. Brian Morrissey reckons 2-1 away win for Manchester City. Alex said, "Hi Craig, I'm a huge fan, just got Hot Mic and I'm loving it." Boom. Thank you, Alex, for one, the lovely comment, mate, and two, for giving Hot Mic a try. Anybody that has gone over and given it a bash has liked it. If you want to continue to help us out on the Hot Mic, make sure you share the stream on there, click the share button and put it to whatever social media platform you use. Rafiq is going 2-0 to Manchester City. Benjamin said, think Ederson got the ball first. He didn't, he got it second. He did get the ball, Benjamin, but only after it came off, I think, Iheanacho's neck/shoulder. If my memory serves me correct, buddy, that is. You guys turned off Hot Mic chat for me. No, we didn't, mate. We absolutely didn't, Godfrey. We don't have the option of doing that, mate. Yeah, so we didn't. Second half, not too long away from getting underway. Keep your score predictions coming, ladies and gents. Casey said, however many points we are ahead of City, I'll always want them to drop points because they're cheating fraud. No holding back there from Casey. Saprit said, Vardy and Aguero should not score. We need a golden boot for Salah. And Banoffee Man, lovely name, love it, said 1-0 De Bruyne at around the 75th minute. Very precise, mate. Well in. Right, second half's about to get underway, ladies and gents. I can see there that Leicester City are coming out onto the field. Looks like they're about to make a substitution. Manchester City are in the tunnel just having a little meeting before they go back out. It looks like Barnes, I think, is coming on. Be interesting to see who he replaces. Is it Iheanacho? You'd imagine it could be Iheanacho, actually, after him taking that clatter in the first half. Right, both teams are now out on the field. We're just waiting to see who the substitution is. Barnes is standing at the edge of the pitch, waiting to see who he will be replacing. Wherever you're watching in the world, ladies and gentlemen, and I do genuinely love to know, so please put it in the chat. Number 14, that is Iheanacho, isn't it? That's gone off for Barnes. Yeah, let me know where in the world you're watching, whether you're on Hot Mic or whether you're on YouTube. I genuinely love to know. So there, Kylian Iheanacho being replaced by Harvey Barnes for the second half. Obviously couldn't shake off that knock. Glasgow, Scotland for Scotty. Another Aaron's in Scotland as well. Second half about to get underway. Maddison to kick off. As soon as the referee blows his whistle. Right, we're underway. Enjoy the second half. Immediately ball goes back to Soyuncu. He turns under a little bit of pressure from De Bruyne. Frees a bit of space for himself. Little ball down the line, looking for the run of Harvey Barnes. Looking to get involved. He gets away. Barnes now right hand side for Leicester. Can he pick somebody out? Ball across. Keeper does well. Barnes tried to pick out Vardy. It's a free kick now here on the far side. Great work by Harvey Barnes down that right hand side for Leicester though. Very tight bit of space. Laporte tried to challenge him. Barnes gets past him. Runs towards the byline. Vardy makes a run across, but Ederson does really well. Good goalkeeping. And then Laporte got fouled by Pereira out there. And it'll be a free kick to Manchester City down near the corner flag left hand side. Australia for Tony Gray. Nice one. Phoenix, Arizona for Dara. Huntsville, Alabama. Alabama, Rafa, you must be going for the Deontay Wilder, him being from Alabama. Chilwell now wins the header and it goes out for Manchester City throw in right hand side. Walker's looking for options to take it quickly. Nathan said Alisson's better than Ederson. Damn right he is, pal. I'll agree with you. Ederson's a good keeper, but Alisson's better. Gundogan now rolls the ball across to Mendy. Nothing on for Mendy. Good turn actually. Good turn by Mendy. Frees up a bit of space for himself. Bernardo Silva back to Mendy. Laporte now. Ball infield to Rodri. He switches the ball across right hand side to Fernandinho. Fernandinho rolls it into Gundogan. He takes a little glance over his shoulder and then gives a little 1-2 with De Bruyne. Gundogan. Walker. Walker tries to pick out De Bruyne, but it's intercepted by Dennis Pratt. He plays the ball down the line. Vardy. Bit of a heavy touch there from Barnes and the move breaks down. Mendy has it now for Manchester City left hand side. Rodri. Ball rolled across to Gundogan. To Riyad Mahrez. He cuts in on that left foot of his. Rolls a little pass to Walker. Walker sprays it out left hand side to Mendy. Rodri. Leicester have dropped off a few yards here. Rodri looks like he's going to shoot, but then plays a little ball into Gundogan. Fuchs has nicked it away for Leicester. That'll be a free kick. Good play by Harvey Barnes again. He's clattered into by Rodri. Free kick. Right on the edge of the centre circle here for Leicester City. Michael Dunn reckons that Alisson's the best keeper in the world. I agree with you, mate. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube and you're enjoying the stream, ladies and gentlemen, please do hit that subscribe button. Am I covering the boxing? No, Nino. It's going to be like really late, mate, so I'll probably be in bed watching it, to be honest, and nobody needs a live stream of me in my bed watching it. Barnes. Tielemans now, right hand side. Pereira goes on the overlap. Chilwell screaming for a far side. Vardy flicks. Mahrez carries it away now for Manchester City. Are they going to catch them on the counter-attack? Chilwell comes back. Nudges into the back of Mahrez, who's only too happy to go down for the free kick. Again, though, you can't help but feel that's another chance wasted by Leicester City. Really good play down that right-hand side. Ball played across. Vardy tried to flick it towards Chilwell. But then Manchester City broke away. And eventually Mahrez was fouled. Free kick to City. Fernandinho. Laporte. Back to Fernandinho. Walker. He's looking for options. Switches to play across to Mendy. Nice ball, left hand side. Mendy cushions it well. Ball rolled into De Bruyne. He plays it back to Rodri. Out to Mahrez now. You know what he's going to do? Cut onto his left foot. Fires the ball in. Evans clears it away. Chilwell now has it for Leicester City. He goes long. Looking for the run of Jamie Vardy, who's only too willing to get there. Good work by Vardy. Looking for support now. Vardy, left hand side. He lets the ball get caught under his feet, and Fernandinho now carries it away for City. Mahrez. Only Aguero ahead of him. Cuts inside. Changes his mind now. Rolls it out right hand side to Sergio Aguero. Back to Riyad Mahrez. Leicester get bodies back. Mendy now. Left hand side for Manchester City. Rodri. For me, if I'm a City fan, this would piss me off. They had a chance to get it and run at the heart of that Leicester City defence, and they've just taken all this thing out of the attack, gone all the way back. Sometimes it's just possession for possession's sake, I think. Switched out now to Mendy, left hand side. Bernardo Silva goes down the line. He takes it. De Bruyne now. Tries a reverse pass, the ball breaks to Riyad Mahrez. Touch from him. Fires it into Aguero. Can't quite get the 1-2, Soyuncu has it now for Leicester City. His clearance is charged down. That'll be a throw into Leicester right hand side. Another strategic foul, said Cayley. Yeah, they're known for it, City, aren't they? I call them tactical foul FC a lot of the time. Am I going to live stream the Real Madrid versus City game? Yes, but only on YouTube, mate. Mendy hooks the ball up in the air. Maddison. Fernandinho now. He goes back to Ederson. Ederson being closed down. Rolls the ball out left hand side. Laporte carries it forward now for Manchester City. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Still Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. Mendy. Ball inside to Sergio Aguero. Good tackle by Fuchs, but the ball breaks to Riyad Mahrez. He tries a little dink over the top, but it's too close to Kasper Schmeichel. Ooh, Kasper Schmeichel got lucky. Tried to clear it quickly, but the ball broke. Free kick now to Leicester City. Kasper Schmeichel got very lucky there. We couldn't quite see exactly what happened because the camera panned away. It looked like he went to take a quick goal kick and it was blocked down. But anyway, we are where we are. Free kick to Leicester, taken quickly by Soyuncu. Fires the ball out left side. Riyad Mahrez does well, but Ben Chilwell comes in and nicks it away. Chilwell, he's isolated there. Maddison. Barnes now. He carries it forward. Fernandinho stands his ground and wins it for Manchester City. It's turned back over though. Pereira. Little dink ball over the top. Walker takes that down on his chest. Carries the ball out for Manchester City. Again, he looking to buy a cheap free kick there. Has Paul Tierney bought it? Nope. He says get up. Throw into Leicester, but they've given it straight back to Manchester City. Aguero. Good tackle that by Fuchs. Or Pratt. I don't know which one it was. One of them. Oh, here we go now. Rodri's nicked in. 2 players left hand side. Silva. De Bruyne. What a save. What a save. Kevin De Bruyne gets the ball onto his right foot, picks out the bottom corner, but Kasper Schmeichel gets down. He doesn't just get down, gets a strong hand on it, but he keeps and gathers the ball. Doesn't even go out for a corner. Really good save that from Kasper Schmeichel. Fair play to him. Could have been caught out with his near post, but he got down well. De Bruyne again now for Manchester City. Aguero. Soyuncu wins it back. Tielemans now carries it out for Leicester. Fires the ball down that right hand side looking for the run of Harvey Barnes. Barnes up against Laporte. Cuts inside. Goes past him far too easily. Tries a little reverse pass to Jamie Vardy, but it's intercepted. Mendy carries it away now for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva. Game starting to open up a little bit. Silva now looking for support. Laporte. Bernardo Silva. Pings a little ball into midfield looking for Gundogan. He pulls it down on his chest. Aguero. Ball back to Riyad Mahrez now. City get bodied forward. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Back to Riyad Mahrez. You'd imagine, you can almost feel that the breakthrough is coming soon for somebody. Mendy now, left hand side. Reverse ball back. Rodri. Kyle Walker. Gundogan. Back to Kyle Walker. Patient stuff for Manchester City. Still Gundogan. He fires it back out left hand side to Benjamin Mendy. Pereira takes the ball off him. That's a hospital pass to Soyuncu, who does so well and then puts himself back into trouble. The ball eventually goes out for a Manchester City throw-in. It's taken quickly. Rodri, looking for his options. Rolls the ball across to Kyle Walker. Walker now carries it forward to De Bruyne. He's dispossessed, but the ball ricochets to Gundogan. Riyad Mahrez, centre field, looks out left, rolls it towards Benjamin Mendy. Mendy with an early ball across the box. It's hooked away. It's up in the air. Ricardo heads it. Tielemans gives it another little head, but it goes out for another Manchester City throw-in. Taken quickly. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan. Kyle Walker now. Centre for Manchester City. De Bruyne is available. Right hand side. Gives it to him. De Bruyne. Little dinking towards Aguero. Headed away by Johnny Evans. Tielemans now. Ball from Maddison. Vardy spins. Chilwell's available left hand side. Oh, good interception that from Fernandinho. That was straight on its way to Ben Chilwell, but Fernandinho does well to put a head on it. And Manchester City now have it with Aymeric Laporte. Rodri. Back out to Laporte. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still 0-0 at the King Power. Oh, ladies and gents, we're only 11 followers away from moving up one place in that league table over on Hot Mic, so please do keep downloading that app and putting the code Anfield Agenda in. Great commentary, said Papa. Thank you, mate. Laporte goes long. Ball over the top. Aguero looking for a run down the channel, but Johnny Evans does well. Shepherds that back to Kasper Schmeichel. He throws the ball out quickly now. Johnny Evans carries it forward. Fuchs now, looking for options. Back to Johnny Evans. Kasper Schmeichel. I still can't fathom this one finishing 0-0. I just won't believe it, ladies and gents. Schmeichel goes long. Out left hand side. Walker. He challenges Chilwell. Drops to Riyad Mahrez. Again, another cheap free kick. I mean, it was a free kick. I'm just talking about Chilwell leaning into him. It looks like Otamendi's going to come on for Manchester City. Somebody carrying a knock. Gundogan looks like he's holding his hamstring maybe. Fernandinho. Kyle Walker. It'll be interesting to see who Otamendi's going to come on for. I mean, unless somebody's carrying a knock that I've missed. Walker. Fernandinho. Out to Laporte now on that left hand side. Obviously Pep's not going to want to take any chances with such a massive game coming up against Real Madrid during the week. Soyuncu now intercepts for Leicester City and just fires the ball aimlessly long. It's Laporte who's going off. Laporte going off to be replaced by Nicolas Otamendi. That's got to be worrying if you're a Manchester City fan. He's shaking his head. He doesn't look happy. And if you're a Leicester fan right now, you've got to be happy because let's be honest, Nicholas Otamendi isn't half the player that Laporte is. So if you're Leicester right now and Brendan Rodgers, you're targeting him. Mike said Walker's a pussy over on Hot Mike. Now hold him back, Mike. I love it. Mendy now, left hand side. Otamendi. Walker. Back to Fernandinho. Gundogan. Turns one way, then the other. Spreads the ball out left hand side to Benjamin Mendy. Ball back in field to Rodri. Gundogan. Back out to Mendy. Nice little cushion pass by him into Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne now. You could see Yuri Tielemans, as soon as De Bruyne got that ball, he knew what he was trying to do. Good tackle that from Johnny Evans. Gets man and ball. Chilwell carries it out now for Leicester down that left hand side. He runs out of options and out of space, and it goes out for a goal kick. Leicester are going to have to start committing more bodies forward if they really want the 3 points here. Maybe that's what Pep and City are waiting for. They do have a good strong bench as well available to them. Otamendi. Kyle Walker now. Most second half goals this season. Manchester City with 36, Leicester with 33, Liverpool with 30 and Wolves with 26. Obviously I'm robbing BT stats there. Or Sky stats I should say, excuse me. Aguero. Ball worked out right hand side now. Bernardo Silva. Twists and turns. Fires a ball, goes out off Christian Fuchs, and that'll be a corner to Manchester City. Just about heading to the hour mark here at the King Power, still 0-0. Bernardo Silva comes across and takes the corner, but he leaves it and Riyad Mahrez decides he's taking it. Mahrez now. Ball in. Cleared away by Soyuncu. Drops to Gundogan. Strike deflection. Oof. Gundogan screaming for a handball. Paul Tierney said, hang on, get away from me. They'll look at it. It does strike the arm. It does strike the arm of Fuchs. No denying it. Fuchs does throw himself at the ball. It strikes underneath his elbow. So it's just a matter of if the referee and VAR deem this to be in an unnatural position or to be, I think, bigger than the natural silhouette of his body. Isn't that the phrase that they use these days? You can absolutely understand the appeals for Manchester City, no doubt, no problem whatsoever. It's just a matter of, do they deem it to be making his body unnaturally bigger? This for me is one of them that Paul Tierney needs to go and look at it himself. Looks like it's a penalty. Penalty to Manchester City. I can understand why it was given. I absolutely can. But I'd still rather the referee looked at this himself. And in any of these situations, I'd rather they went and looked at the monitor. Rodgers and Leicester City fans are going to be unbelievably pissed off. They feel like they had 2 shouts for a penalty in the first half. Neither of them given. This was a fair shout for Manchester City for a penalty, no doubt about it. And this time VAR deemed that it was a handball. Sergio Aguero to step up to take the penalty. Again, you guys in the chat are being very honest, which I always appreciate. A lot of you guys think it's a penalty. I'm with you. I said I've tried and call these things neutrally, apart from the bit of banter along the way. You can understand absolutely why it was given. Aguero steps up now for Manchester City to take this penalty. Clock's just gone past 61 minutes. Aguero with the chance to make it 1-0. Steps up. Saved by Kasper Schmeichel. Wonderful save by the keeper. That's 3, I believe, Aguero's missed this season. Sergio Aguero puts his foot through the ball. Goes to Kasper Schmeichel's right hand side. Schmeichel dives across. Fantastic save. Fantastic goalkeeping. Kasper Schmeichel keeps his team in it. Still 0-0 here at the King Power. Thanks to Kasper Schmeichel with that fantastic penalty save. Rodri now. It's over the bar. But again, Leicester City, the King Power erupts. Kasper Schmeichel. Great save. Aguero steps up. Good save. You can see what he was trying to do. Schmeichel almost dived past it. His knees. I think it was his knees, was it? It was. It was his left knee. What a save by the keeper. What a save by Kasper Schmeichel. Still 0-0. Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City will feel like, I suppose, justice is done, but I have to say, I think it was a fair shout for a penalty. But either way, that's irrelevant now because it was saved by Kasper Schmeichel. Mahrez now down this right hand side for Manchester City. Game really starting to open up. Aguero. Again, another fantastic save. De Bruyne saying, I'm fucking here, mate. Wide open. Rolling across to me. Aguero, though, he's a goal scorer. His natural instinct is going to be to try and score. Lovely reverse pass. Beautiful timed run by Sergio Aguero. His first thought was get a strike away. Didn't even look to see if De Bruyne was available. And Kasper Schmeichel does really well. Makes himself big. Gets his left foot to it and it goes out for another Manchester City corner. Chances coming thick and fast, ladies and gents. Still 0-0 to King Power. Mahrez with the corner. Bends the ball in. Header over the crossbar. It'll be a goal kick to Leicester City. The Irishman said, Kasper's on fire. Was a great save, mate. It's one of those, he nearly dived past it, but his leg comes. Boy will be dancing, said Papa. They'll feel a little bit aggrieved that one of their 2 penalty shouts in the first half wasn't given, but I suppose you have to take each thing on its merits, and that was a penalty. Walker fires the ball into Aguero. Back to Gundogan. Am I right in saying that that's the 3rd penalty this season Aguero's missed in the Premier League? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're with us on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Let's see that number tick to 35,100. We need your support to do it. Rodri now. Aguero. Ball out right hand side to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez. He cuts back onto his left foot. Aguero. He's out jumped. My wife can't hear the door. I can. A draw will be alright, said Jacob. Kasper Schmeichel. Break and play here, so let me dip into the chat, see how everybody's feeling. What have we got? Come on, Schmeichel's a Cape Town Muslim. My dog's having a little bark in the kitchen now. He's getting involved in the commentary. I'm not giving them any money though. You get an extra little bit of meat or something. We're purists first, said Drew. I love it. I love your honesty, honestly. Sudas, you can't even spell, you dumb fuck. If you're going to come on and try and troll me, princess, at least be able to put a sentence together, you dumb fuck. Honestly. Mate, you're so stupid. You tried to call me a nonce and you misspelled it. Honestly, mate. Is there a school for you morons? Is there? Is there a special moron school that all you trolls go to try and learn how to spell? Because if it is, that fucking kip needs to be shut down because you're all failing badly, mate. Badly. And I can definitely... Hang on. Hard drive check. Hard drive is clear, mate. Hard drive is clear. I can confirm it. It was checked, but hard drive is clear. I'd love to have a look at yours though, mate. I can imagine there's probably some fucking weird shit on there. Although I'd probably have to ask your parents for the password first, because I imagine your balls haven't dropped yet. Anyway, ball breaks to Kasper Schmeichel. He comes and gathers it. 24 minutes to go. Do I like esteemed company? Yes, Stephen's a nice fella. I've done a bit of filming with Stephen. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. I wish him nothing but the best. I know that he's gone full time on YouTube now, and I hope it's a success for him. He's a nice fella. Vardy fires the ball in. Otamendi nips in. Fernandinho now for Manchester City. Walker. Ball out right hand side to De Bruyne. Again, Walker comes in and wins it back for them. Mendy now, left hand side. Kevin De Bruyne, again well blocked by Ben Chilwell. He has it now left hand side for Leicester. He goes down under a bit of pressure by Riyad Mahrez. Another cheap free kick. Graham said it's sad to see the depth some people sing to in the comments. Pathetic. They are pathetic, mate. But the thing is, they're always going to be pathetic. Their lives will be pathetic. They won't have lives filled with joy, happiness and love like the rest of us. And if that's how they get the kicks, mate, leave them to it. Anyway, Pereira now fires the ball across. Headed away by Fernandinho. Goes out for a throw into Leicester right hand side. Could you tell us who's had the better of the play. In the second half, definitely Manchester City, mate. They've definitely poured it on. Penalty saved, couple of other half chances, but in the first half, Jamie Vardy should have scored. Should have been 1-0 to Leicester, but he hit the post. Good commentary interspersed, I should say, with some troll smackdown. Chicken and beer all around. I'll have the chicken, but I'll swap the beer for an old Diet Coke if that's okay, buddy. 22 minutes left at the King Power. Free kick to Leicester City, right out on the right hand side, right out by the throw in. Touchline, byline, whatever the fuck the edge of the pitch is called. Maddison over it. Ball deep towards the back post. Sancho comes and gathers it back. A little bit of a step over from him. Someone in his inner Ragnar Klavan. Christian Fuchs now. Ball in. Headed away by Fernandinho. Ball hooked away now by Mendy. Fuchs is back. He nods the ball down to Sancho. He leaves it for Chilwell. Is there to be a winner at the King Power? Tielemans. Leicester knocking it round, but under a little bit of pressure from Manchester City. Declan Farrell, no comment. Ball cleared by Schmeichel. Tielemans. Maddison now. He works it at left hand side to Ben Chilwell. Can he get there ahead of Walker? Oof. He did. Walker came into him. Referee points. Corner. Good commentary. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, buddy. Ladies and gents, don't forget Hot Mic. If you're over there, do download the app. Put in the code Anfield Agenda, all one word. We're really close to moving up another position in the Hot Mic League table of broadcasters. So go over there, download that app. There's a link in the description of the stream as well. And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Maddison now at the corner for Leicester City. 20 to go. Ball in from Maddison. Ederson comes and gets two strong hands on it. It's hooked away. Pereira. He fires the ball back in. Vardy. Strike. Wide. Goal kick. Fell onto Jamie Vardy's left foot. He struck across it. Tried to just, I suppose, hook it towards that near post. But a little bit too much whip on it and it goes wide. It's one of those, he cut across it but couldn't quite get the bend. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed, by the way. Really appreciate it. Gary said, who's been the better side? You know what? It's been, in the second half, it's been more Manchester City. They've definitely had more of the ball, but there's arguments. Both sides can make an argument as to why they believe they should be ahead in this game. It definitely hasn't been as clear cut as you could usually call one of these. Mahrez now. Ball inside. Gundogan. He switches it out left hand side now to Mendy. Cushions it. Has a look. Cuts back inside. De Bruyne. Back heel back to Mendy. Good defender by Johnny Evans. Comes across. Puts it out. Kasper Schmeichel appeals. Wants a free kick. I think it may have been given actually. It has been given. Free kick to Leicester City. Am I single? No. I'm married, mate. I'm with my missus. 20 years this year. Married 13 years. Have 2 kids. Definitely not single. The Guard of Honour will be beautiful at the empty hand, said Declan. Love it. Love it, Declan. Again, they're just showing the Kasper Schmeichel penalty save. Definitely still had one foot on the line, so no issues with regards to VAR. Just a great save from Kasper. City have 70% possession. Yep, but it ain't worth a wank if you don't put the ball in the net, Chapman. Kasper Schmeichel now launches the ball long. Barnes jumps. City have won it back though. Otamendi. Mahrez. It's called Walker now. City launched the ball long. De Bruyne heads it down. It breaks to James Maddison. No, Rodri gets in there ahead of him, but he puts it all the way out for a throw-in. Left-hand side of Manchester City. Pereira comes across to take it now. 18 minutes to go at the King Power. Still scoreless. Penalty missed by Manchester City. Jamie Vardy hit the post in the first half for Leicester. Again, some good challenges. Some good tasty challenges going in here. Like some good, strong, fair challenges as well. Free kick now to Manchester City. About a yard inside their own half, left-hand side. Rodri. De Bruyne. He's fouled, but referee says play on. Kyle Walker has it now for Manchester City. He rolls it back across to Fernandinho. Otamendi's available to his left. He rolls it out to him. Otamendi now carries the ball forward. Out to Benjamin Mendy. Bernardo Silva now. Left hand side of that Leicester penalty area. Ball across. Deflected out of Sancho. And that'll be another corner to Man City. Who will score first? Honestly don't know. The game's going to really get stretched now for the last 15. You probably always favour City in a game that gets stretched like that, but you know Leicester can be lethal on the counter attack with that pace. Ball in, terrible corner, straight to Kasper Schmeichel. He's having a look around, doesn't see anything on, tells everybody to calm down, and then rolls it out to Christian Fuchs. Both sides missing players today, obviously with injury. No Raheem Sterling for Manchester City. No Chowdhury and no Ndidi for Leicester City. Soyuncu goes long. Looking for the run of Vardy. Takes it down on his shoulder. Good control by Jamie Vardy. Vardy now, edge of the box, looking for support. Tries a shot. It's blocked. Comes to James Maddison. He's spinning around looking for support. Leicester play the ball at left hand side to Ben Chilwell. I don't know what way he tried to control that ball, but Kyle Walker nicked it off him. But it's only as far as Johnny Evans. Evans to Soyuncu. Press comes from Manchester City. Back to Johnny Evans. Christian Fuchs. Harvey Barnes has done very well since he's come on for Leicester. Maddison now spins free on that right hand side. Gives it out to Pereira. He cuts inside. Nice little ball to Harvey Barnes. Again, to shambles of a tackle from Fernandinho. Allows Harvey Barnes away. Pereira, again Leicester have so many bodies down that left hand side on the overlap and they just can't find them. Wonderful play again down that right hand side by Harvey Barnes. Fernandinho dived in, Barnes slipped away, played it into Pereira, and he tries to get a shot away, but it's blocked and it goes out for a Leicester City corner. 15 to go at the King Power, still 0-0, anybody's game. No, he actually was giving us a goal kick. I thought that went for a corner. It looked like a corner, but anyway, it was a goal kick. Mendy. To Otamendi. He rolls the ball across to Fernandinho. Kyle Walker. What do we think, ladies and gents? In the chat, let me know what you think and who's going to go on and win this one. Mahrez. Kevin De Bruyne now. That was never a free kick. It wasn't an elbow. De Bruyne lost the ball, fell to the ground, and Paul Tierney yet again buys it. Free kick taken quickly by City. Rodri flicks it out left hand side to Benjamin Mendy. He takes a touch. Rolls the ball down the line to Bernardo Silva. Cuts back. It's intercepted. Vardy now spins away, plays the ball out right hand side. Harvey Barnes can't quite keep it in. That goes out for Manchester City throw in. It's taken quickly. Nope. It's pulled back. Gabriel Jesus is about to come on now to replace Sergio Aguero. Interesting change. Aguero hasn't looked at the races today, to be fair. I mentioned it in the first half. He hasn't looked himself. Jesus coming on now. Another man who definitely knows where the goal is. Maybe Pep's looking to save Aguero's legs for that massive game against Real Madrid during the week. Annick said, I don't get what's different about Hot Mic and YouTube. There's so many things that I can talk to you about. One, you can sync our commentary so there's no delay with your match. So press that sync button, it listens to your television and syncs up our commentary with your game. No matter how far ahead or behind you are, it's unique to you. Also, you've got that live chat function that you have on there as well. You've got the crowd noise in the background that you don't get on YouTube. I could carry on, but there are loads of things that make Hot Mic so much better for what match they experience than YouTube for using. But hey, that's just my opinion. Max Warrior said Leicester will win it 2-1. Rafa said he had it as 3-1 to City. Still 0-0 as things stand. 12 minutes to go. Rodri. Bernardo Silva now. The Gundogan. Rodri. De Bruyne. City moving out left hand side now to Benjamin Mendy. Back to Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Jesus now. Edge of the penalty area. Cuts onto his left foot. Gets a shot away. But it's tame and it's straight at Kasper Schmeichel. Still 0-0. I can't believe I'm saying that with the amount of chances in this game. FaZe reckons 2-1 to City. I can't see 3 goals in the last 12 minutes, mate. Are you broadcasting tonight? No, Thomas. This is my last stream, mate, till Monday. I'm taking tonight and tomorrow off. And then I'll be back on Monday, obviously, for the Reds game against West Ham. Tuesday, then, we'll be doing Napoli-Barcelona. And Wednesday, we'll be doing Real Madrid against Manchester City. Gundogan. Spreads it out left-hand side. Mahrez now. Looked like he was going to strike, but then cuts the ball back. Silva. Mendy. Ball into the box. It's headed away. Only as far as Gabriel Jesus. Edge of the 18-yard box. Cuts one way, then the other. Goes down looking for a penalty. It was one of those that in real time I genuinely couldn't see if he dived or if there was any contact. Vardy now spins away for Leicester down that channel. Vardy into the penalty area. Ball across deep to the far post. There's nobody there. And it goes out for a throw-in. It'll be interesting to see now this incident with Jesus if we go back and see a replay. Good centre-forward play by Vardy there. Running the channels for his team as he does all the time. Gets down that left-hand side. Tries to pick out the run of Barnes. Overhits it and it goes out far side for Manchester City throw-in. No, there was nothing wrong with that by Jesus. Nothing wrong with it. Get the fuck up, mate. Jesus now. Goal! 1-0 to Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus. I mentioned he knows where the goal is when he came on the pitch and strikes within minutes. Gabriel Jesus makes it 1-0 to Manchester City. I'll talk you through the replay in a second. It looks like there's nothing wrong with this, by the way. I can't imagine VAR will intercept. So Mahrez moves it down that right hand side. Cuts inside. Nope, he's onside, no doubt about it. Very well timed pass from Riyad Mahrez into Jesus, and he strikes it past Kasper Schmeichel. He's definitely onside. It was a very well timed pass. Lovely centre forward play. Credit where it's due. Good goal to Manchester City, and it's 1-0. Let me just change the score. No doubt about it. Onside. It was just good attacking play. You got to give credit. Lovely pass from Mahrez. Lovely timed run by Gabriel Jesus. And then slots it past Kasper Schmeichel to make it 1-0 to Manchester City. Still time. Leicester City have 10 minutes now. They might as well go at it now. No point in holding back. Might as well lose 2-0. Goals just confirmed as standing, but it did look like there was nothing wrong with it, to be fair. Lovely little reverse pass by Mahrez, and Jesus straight away, first time shot past Kasper Schmeichel. 1-0. Fair play. You got to give credit. Good goal to Manchester City. What have Leicester got? Will Brendan Rodgers look to the bench? There's no point in holding back now. As I said, you might as well lose 2-0 as 1-0, so you got to go for it. Fernandinho now launches the ball long. De Bruyne, the ball breaks. Tielemans tries the ball over the top, but there's nobody running, and it goes harmlessly through to Ederson. Too little, too late for City, said Baye. Well, to be fair, they ain't catching us in the league, that's for sure. Otamendi now spreads the ball out right hand side to Kyle Walker. Walker, ball back in field now. Bernardo Silva moves it out to Mendy on that left hand side. Lovely little cushion pass into Bernardo Silva. Silva now pulls it back to De Bruyne. Pep's substitution definitely worked. What was Gabriel Jesus on the pitch? 3 or 4 minutes before he made it 1-0. Walker. Mahrez. Look, City are going to just move this ball around now. Leicester are going to have to get their fucking press on if they want to get something out of this game. Allowing City to have this much possession when they're 1-0 up. They're only just going to keep knocking it round. Mendy now. Switches the ball back. This is when you're 1-0 down to Manchester City, you can't allow them to have the ball like this. Because they will keep it and they'll knock it around for fun. It's what they do. Mendy goes past Ricardo. Ball in field. It's intercepted, but it drops to Rodri. Jesus. Mendy. Gabriel Jesus again. Leicester just backing off. If I'm a Leicester fan right now, I'm fucking screaming at them to press. Walker now, right hand side. 7 minutes to go. 1-0 to Manchester City. Mahrez. Walker. City just moving the ball around side to side, trying to kill the game. Leicester. Vardy's trying to get them to press. Ederson. Still Ederson. He launches it out left hand side towards Mendy. Cushions it down, carries the ball forward. De Bruyne now. Key cuts in field. Fires a lovely ball out right hand side. Mahrez can't quite control it and it goes out for a Leicester City throw in. I'm loving the negative comments because now City's winning. From who? Gibson, none of us give a fuck about Manchester City, mate. Honestly, you're irrelevant. We're calling the game. I gave them tremendous credit for the goal. Where's the negative comments, Princess? Honestly, I think you're inventing stuff. Maybe you're trying to get into this whole, I don't know, everybody's against Manchester City nonsense. No, they aren't. Vardy now, left hand side. Cuts back in. Chilwell gives him support. Does well to retain possession. Maddison. Ball in field. Soyuncu. He works out right hand side to Pereira. Again, good play by Soyuncu. I say that and then he gives the ball away. De Bruyne now for Manchester City. Carries the ball forward. Gives it to Jesus. Ooh, good defended. Thought De Bruyne was in there, but no, Soyuncu and Evans managed to pinch it off him. Evans still carries the ball forward. This time it's Benjamin Mendy that wins it back for Manchester City and he fires the ball down the line to De Bruyne. Mahrez. Mendy. Silva. Rodri. Lovely little triangles here for Manchester City. Mahrez, he's clattered into. That'll be a free kick to Leicester. Could be the first yellow of the game, perhaps. Nope, looks like it's just going to be a talking to Soyuncu. Oliver's a Villa fan. How are you, mate? Welcome. Are you feeling confident, Oliver, are you going to stay up? I think you will, to be fair, mate. Five minutes to go with the King Power. Well, just under 5 minutes to go. City leading by a Gabriel Jesus goal to 0. After Aguero had missed a penalty earlier on and even earlier than that in the first half, Jamie Vardy had hit the post for Leicester City. Schmeichel now. Goes long. Over the top, Vardy chases it, but Mendy gets there and rolls the ball back to Ederson. Ederson. Nice little cushion pass into Otamendi. Rodri. Gundogan. Back to Rodri. Kyle Walker. Fernandinho. Back to Ederson. What will Rodgers do? Will he look to his bench? Just a reminder that Iheanacho went off at half time to be replaced by Harvey Barnes. Jesus now, right hand side for Manchester City. Turns Fuchs inside out. Ball in towards Mahrez. He can't quite get there and Kasper Schmeichel comes and gathers it. City have now turned it back over. Bernardo Silva. Strike. Wide. Oof. That all came from Leicester City giving the ball away. Good pressing by City. Bernardo Silva has an early strike, but it goes wide at Kasper Schmeichel's left hand post. Three minutes to go plus additional time here at the King Power. Manchester City leading by a goal to 0. Who do I support? Have a guess, mate. The name of the channel might give you a little clue. Throw into Manchester City now, right hand side. Kyle Walker comes across to take. Fernandinho. Ball back with Ederson. Thank you so much, by the way, to everybody that came in and joined us today on Hot Mic. Really appreciate your support over there. If you haven't yet downloaded that app and tried it out, ladies and gents, please do so. Go onto the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, download the app, put in the code Anfield Agenda, and you'll see the future of fan broadcasting. It is amazing. And it's all free. I keep forgetting the really important part. It's all free. De Bruyne now. He rolls the ball in. Unlucky. Nearly had 2 overlaps down that right hand side. Gabriel Jesus has done well to win it back now for City. Rodri. Gundogan. 2 minutes to go. Mendy. It's looking like Manchester City are going to bring another 3 points and close the gap on Liverpool to 19. Well, Liverpool have 1 game in hand. Just to 19. He says with a big dirty smile on his face. De Bruyne. Walker now. What team's my second favourite? Probably Barcelona, to be fair. Fernandinho. All the way back, Gundogan to Ederson. Press comes on from Vardy. Otamendi. Again, City doing really well here to just kill this game off. Little triangles. Passing the ball around. Pressure comes on from Leicester. They just go back to the keeper. It's what they do so well, to be fair. I'd seen that, Ryan. First half hat-trick from Lionel Messi in that game. Mental. Andrew said nice commentary. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate you joining us. Make sure you've hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed the YouTube commentary, ladies and gents. Everything we do on this channel is absolutely free and always will be. Leicester still have time. Even right to the last minute. It's the Premier League. You can never rule anything out. Ball worked out now right hand side by Leicester. Pereira back inside. Tillman's now. He finds a bit of space between the lines. Rolls it out to Ben Chilwell. That's a terrible pass from Chilwell to Maddison. And Rodri steps in and intercepts. Mendy now. Hooks the ball forward. Johnny Evans nods it down to Ben Chilwell. Chilwell, he gives it away this time. Gabriel Jesus rolls the ball to Gundogan. Gundogan works it out left hand side now to Riyad Mahrez. He runs down the line. Cuts back in. As the King Power begins to empty now. They're starting to lose belief. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Jesus. 3 minutes of additional time added on by Paul Tierney. Kyle Walker. Rodri. Gundogan. It's still no fucking press, like. If I'm a Leicester fan now, I'm screaming at them to start closing them down. Mendy. Ball back to Otamendi. He rolls it across to Fernandinho. Goes back to Ederson. As I said, that's another 30 seconds well killed by Manchester City. Looks like Leicester have just had the fight knocked out of them. Walker. Goes back to Ederson. No, sorry, Fernandinho steps in ahead of Ederson to get it. Gundogan. To Kyle Walker now, right hand side. Back to Gundogan. Rodri now has a bit of space in midfield. Gabriel Jesus goes on a run on the right hand side. There's overlaps on the left. De Bruyne. Mendy goes ahead of him. De Bruyne heads for the corner flag. Pereira comes across, puts a foot on, gets a nick off Kevin De Bruyne, and it goes out for a Leicester City throw-in. Why the hell is Rodgers bringing on Ayoze Perez now? Like, 90 seconds to go in additional time and he brings on Perez. Mate, would you not have done that when you went 1-0 down? Christian Fuchs goes off now for Leicester City to be replaced by Ayoze Perez. One last roll of the dice. Barnes now for Leicester City. Chilwell goes on the overlap. Vardy is available. Gives it to Chilwell. It needs a decent delivery. Oh, good defending by Fernandinho. Good tackle that goes out for a throw-in to Leicester. They had men over on the right-hand side as well. Chilwell now. Look, no fucking support for him. Throw in and he's got no support. They're chasing the game and he's got no support. Perez. Back to Chilwell. Ayoze Perez. Ball back to Johnny Evans now. We're into the final minute of additional time. Soyuncu. Chilwell. City have intercepted. Kyle Walker. He hooks it away. Johnny Evans now comes back for Leicester City. Rolls it across to Sancho. Press comes on from De Bruyne to Johnny Evans. 30 seconds to go. And look, City are pressing and they're 1-0 up. Ball cleared by Kasper Schmeichel. Fernandinho goes down. Free kick to Manchester City. And you would imagine that that will pretty much be that, ladies and gentlemen. Look, ladies and gents, there is still time for me to say a massive thank you to you all for joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube before you head off. Give the stream a thumbs up. Hopefully we'll see you for the Liverpool West Ham game on Monday night as well. For those of you that have joined us on Hot Mic, thank you so much. If you haven't yet checked it out, please do download that Hot Mic app. Put in the code Anfield Agenda. Looks like we're just about at the end here. Referee signals to take the free kick. Goes straight at a play. There'll be a throw into Leicester if there's time to take the throw in. All eyes are on the referee. Referee blows the whistle and Manchester City have beaten Leicester by 1-0 at the King Power thanks to a Gabriel Jesus goal. City closed the gap on Liverpool to 19 points in the Premier League, obviously with the Reds in action on Monday night against West Ham. Again, thank you to you all so much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. It's been great fun. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, you know what to do. And I will talk to you good people on Monday. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a lovely weekend. Thank you for joining us. Hot Mic, the future, ladies and gents.